Boom. There we go. It says we're live now. Cool.
Boom.
But he has. We had to get one of them potty chairs because he can't. He's having trouble walking now,
Yeah.
and so he thinks he needs to go to the bathroom all the way in the bathroom. We're like, whoa, hold on. There's a chair right here. It's within 4 feet
Hmm.
of your recliner, so you don't have to walk far.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he's waking up. I think. Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is Bugman. I may have to go for just a second because Pop's waking up. I'll be right back.
I'll just talk to you and maybe if I think of something to say. And I'm Jody, in case you didn't know, and I'm driving to work. I usually don't work Fridays, but I get to work the whole day. So I'm taking overtime while I can get it. And I'll come back down and fish again tonight on the weekend. Unless I get to work Saturday, then I'll drive back again for Saturday. But good morning and happy Friday. One, two, three, red light. You'll jump out and run around the car and get back in? I ain't done that since I was probably 17. And I can't see Chad. I don't even know if there's anybody in here, but if there is, good morning. It sucks having to do the speed limit. Last night I went fishing with James. We caught about a dozen, I'd say, altogether. Then the biggest fish was after he ended his live, and I just woke up. He was reeling in the rods. He had like 4 rods out left, and then he had like a 28-pounder hit. So couldn't find a camera on his phone, so I just put it on StreamYard to record it. So he did it live. This time next week, I'll be driving up to Catcom or riding in a car with somebody.
Give me a few minutes. Pop fell down. I'll be back.
Okay, bless his heart. He told me he was having trouble walking. So. Poor old feller. For those of you who don't know, I'm be in a catfish cooking contest next Saturday. I got me a chef's hat to wear, so I look the part, look professional. I put my logo on it. Yep. I got me a new cooker in today, a smaller one, and tomorrow I'm going to practice cooking again. I still ain't got it down. Last time I made it, it was burning and then not being done in the middle, and it didn't taste no good. So hopefully the small one will help me there. If you come to CatCon, come up and say hi to me. I'll either be in the YouTube booth or the Gathering booth or the Mad Cats booth looking around, and then the Minotaur Hooks booth or the Catfish booth. And they daddle over there to the Triple City Anglers booth. And don't forget, there's a swap shop. Michael Morello runs. I, I was been trying to sell my house, so I've been getting rid of stuff I ain't used. Last year, I sold so much stuff, I come home with money. I didn't even spend everything I sold. Now that's pretty good. Uh-oh. That was an accident. I was going to put my lights on bright, but there's a car. Two more cars. Nah, too many vehicles now. Usually I don't even see that many cars back home where I live going to work the whole trip. I have to be careful about my speeding because I think I only have 2 points left before I lose my license, so I can't get another ticket. I got one a couple weeks ago and that eat up all my points. And I don't even know where my license is. Like I find it. Or if I get a new one made today. Blah. I run out of stuff to say. Well, I've always got something to say, but some stuff I can't say on YouTube. Okay. I run them curves. I just had 6 shirts made, old people's shirts, and I And Walmart was sold out of. I had to go to Tractor Supply and get them. Some of them I had to get long sleeve because they didn't even have short sleeve in size. Curves. This road gets even curvier when I get to another little small town. I would like to take the pontoon out tonight, but I probably won't back in time to do it. And if anybody sees James out in chats today, say, I wish you would go back to Kingston and fish. I really enjoy you watching you do that. And maybe if we can talk him into going to Kingston. Kingston's my favorite place to fish. I appreciate Becky going live on Fridays. I know he's got a lot on his plate to do, his dad and everything. But I appreciate him taking the time to do it for us. I was a little sleepy driving while I come up.
Alright, I'm sorry, man. We'll do a
You're fine.
countdown here. That's a good way to start your day.
You okay?
Yeah, he's all right. He
Okay.
didn't fall hard. It's hard to get him back up when he does.
Yeah.
That's why I'm out of breath.
Hmm.
Okay, let's do a rundown here, guys. Sorry about the delay to the start. Hunting stuff with J&J. Good morning. Stonefly, what's up, brother? Eric, my buddy. I won't call you fat man, brother. I don't think you are.
I know he's got a little
Fishing with
belly.
squirrel. Squirrel. Squirrel.
Well,
What's up, Nate? Let's see, I'm scrolling on down. Rusty, good morning, buddy. I'm head down. Eddie Gross, good morning, Eddie. How are you, buddy?
get a ticket.
Dave Bozarth.
I I've gotten a ticket right here before.
You didn't slow down. It's real simple. This isn't science class. I get tickets here. I should probably slow down a little bit.
Well, it drops down to 30 just flat off of 55.
Yep, that means you slow down. Good morning, JB. Eddie Gross, JBT. I'm scrolling through them here. A little scatterbrained right now. Hey, what's up, Catfish Crappers? Good to see you, Mark. How are you today, buddy? Won't be long, man. It'll be spring. Let's just keep holding our breath. All right, that's it. I made it. Okay.
I probably ran them off because I've been rambling the whole time.
No, you're fine. We're perfect right now. I'm glad you was rambling because otherwise we'd had dead airspace.
Yeah.
And worst part is he was peeing when he fell, so then I had him that much more to clean up. It's like never ends. That's all right though. It's what we do.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, Mark, I think it's in the 30s here. It's cold. I know that. According to the bug man temperature gauge when he let the dogs out, it's cold. Oh,
So
goodness.
back down. Still
Let's
30.
see. Yeah, those speed limit signs, those are a good idea, especially if you have very few points left on your driver's license. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I've never had a speeding ticket that I know of.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I only have one ticket in all my life. Well, I had a seatbelt violation, but that ain't a ticket to me. But I got a ticket for disregarding automatic signal because I went through on yellow and Mr. Policeman said it was red. So I lost that argument. Hey, good morning, Steve. Good to see you, buddy. Steve Mosley in the crib.
You know, they give you those one tickets through the mail.
Yeah. Well, no, I've
I
never
got
had one, but I suppose they do.
I got three in the mail one day in the same spot where I was going back and forth.
Really?
Yeah.
That's that's like I hate to tell you, Jody, but that's pure stupidity, honey. I'm sorry. If you have
No,
oh
I got out of them.
oh okay,
You know
I'm with
how?
you.
Because I do calibration at work. So I asked them for their calibration records, and they was out of date. The numbers didn't match up to the instruments, so their
Ooh.
certificates was wrong. And then they had to be those devices like you had to have so far of a distance between signs of like going from 55 down to 40.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Their
Yeah.
their distance was too short, so they had to remove their sign
That's
and make it
cool.
farther apart.
That's very cool.
And so I got out of them three.
Yeah, that's way cool. I never thought about the calibration argument.
Yep.
Lawyers use that one a lot, I'm pretty sure.
And then I got a red light one. I thought red light right turn you didn't have to stop, but you do.
Oh, yeah, of course you do.
No, I always thought a right turn on a red light you could go if it was clear,
But you
but
have to
nope.
stop before you go.
Well, it never dawned on me I had to stop. I just thought if and well, I tried to get out of that one, and they had a video of me on that one, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just I was gunning through it, and they said you didn't even try to stop, and I said, well, if I'd stopped, I could have made it through.
I was trying to
I
beat
could,
that line of cars that was coming.
yeah, that's what I was doing. There was cars coming, and I was
That's
getting in
hilarious.
front of them.
Yeah, I got to go hang out with J Dog this weekend. It was nice. Pop went to,
Sweet.
yeah, they got the respite thing. And this is the first time we done it, and it worked out pretty well. And I was supposed to get there on Friday, but uh, and I was supposed to take him to the respite thing on Thursday, but he had a doctor's appointment Thursday to get his pain pump filled, and he was having a real hard time walking that day. And I like never got him to the car, and then got him to the doctor and got a wheelchair, and never used a wheelchair before on him. And I get him in there, and then by the time I got him back to the house, and in the house and back to his chair. He was exhausted. I mean, and I'm like, I'm not going to wake him up and make him go there. I'll go tomorrow. So I went, took him Friday. And by the time I got him there, then I had to pick up some prescription stuff. It was 4 in the afternoon or so. And I'm like, no, I'll just go. So I got up and, or no, I did Friday. I headed to J Dogs. Or was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. I headed to J Dogs on Saturday evening, something like that. And we fished a little bit Saturday night, and then we fished all day Sunday. That's what it was. But I shouldn't have planned anything the first time that we used that respite thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
See how everything went. And then they got one of his pain medications. I can't find it anywhere. I've called every drugstore in town.
Hmm.
But yeah, there's some kind of shortage on the pain medication.
Wow.
Yeah, fortunately they had his oxys. This one here's the Dilaudid. I mean, I can't find it anywhere. I've tried and tried. So
Hmm.
or it's getting real low. I don't know what we're going to do about that. But yeah, I had a good time with J Dog and his family. We all fished on Sunday. It was nice. The sun finally came out. It was cold in the morning time. Me and his wife both decided we don't like fishing in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. We got up at 6, and I turned the weather on my phone. And it was like 39 degrees and sprinkling. And his alarm went off, and he got up, and I was like, "Dude, don't be in no hurry." There's no reason for us to go out in the rain, 39 degrees. So by the time we got moving and stuff, it had quit sprinkling, but it was still 39 degrees. And I think the sun
Mhm.
finally come out at about maybe 1 in the afternoon, I'd say. But it seemed like everywhere we moved the boat, the wind blew. I mean,
Mhm.
we'd be like anchored here, and you could look up the river, say 500 yards, and there ain't no wind, and a little bend or something. We'd pull up there, and the wind had changed directions.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like the smoke always follows you around a campfire, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
I don't know if
It
you ever know.
does.
I got that
Yeah.
campfire smoke attractor, and I should have left one light on so I could see better. I got a gap between my computer and my monitor. I can look through there and see if Pop gets up or anything. Move this monitor over, actually. Um,
Anytime you go to J Dogs, you have a good time.
yeah, it's
They're
he's
all fun.
yeah he is, man. He's one of the kindest people I know, man.
I like Tara too.
Oh yeah, me and her get along great, and
Yeah.
his. I tried to take his dog.
Mason.
We getting snow, are we, Nate? I haven't had time to look at anything this morning.
Their little poodle's named Eve, right?
Eve, yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
Really, really intelligent dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate, I haven't got time to look at the radar or anything yet or the news, so you keep me. Is it? Are you getting it now? Because whatever you get, I should get in about 4 hours or so. If it depends on how fast it's moving and which direction. If it's coming from the northeast and going down towards the south, I'll get it. If not, I won't get none. You're up. Nate's up closer towards the lake too. Yeah, Mark, we'll keep it on the down low. But yeah, he's a good dude, man. He gave me a fishing pole for my birthday. In
Right.
fact, we were Saturday night, I think it was. We went up above the dam on the Ohio. Me, him, and his brother. And the first fish I catch is on a Mad Cat's rod, a white one with blue trim,
Hmm.
which blue's my favorite color, so that's pretty cool. And after I got done reeling it in and stuff, I think we had Pop or Uncle Lou with us and stuff. He was on. We was all chatting together, and he said, "You like that rod?" I said, "Yeah, man, it's pretty cool." He said, "It's yours for your birthday." The fish I caught on it was my rod. It was cool, so I brought it home, and it had a BC Fun reel on it. But I took
Mhm.
my Abus off of my two-piece poles and put it on it, and then Chad Sunday gave me one of those. Oh, the Hellcat patriotic rods. It's got the American
Mhm.
flag on each side of the eye and stuff. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
I wanted one last year. Didn't have no money, but and he come up when we was launching the boat and handed it to me. Here you go, man. I was like, dude, it's just this community is full of so many good people, and
Mhm.
God blessed me with all these people, all of y'all, because I was lost before I found it. I mean, I was sitting at home doing nothing every day, 7 days a week for probably 2 years. Go see houses and come home. And I just happened to discover these giant catfish, and I was like, I got to do that. And it's been a really good thing for me. Thank God. I'd be nuts by now. I
It
had to,
helps a lot of people.
yeah,
15 miles to empty.
it does actually. It is amazing how many people come in here that are lost like I was. Mm. I had to laugh though. I picked that up on Tuesday morning, Tuesday about noon, I guess. First words out of his mouth, we get in the car. I ain't never going back there again. Like, oh, yeah, you are. Believe me. So we've had this argument because he forgets things all the time. We've had this argument about 3 times now. I said, Pop, you don't understand. You have to go there because I need a break. I said, my health is important also. Well, okay,
Hmm.
if it's for you, I'll do it. It's the same thing every time. Which I need to set next month. So I got to look at the calendar and see, you know, trying to think if it'd be what's March is next month. So probably the later in the month I do it might be better. Hey, I'm sorry, Mark. See you, buddy. I'll see you sometime this weekend in live. I'm sure. Sleep well. Hey, good morning, Stan 3. How are you, buddy? Yeah, we're up early, that's for sure. But I'd have been up regardless now that Dad woke up, so I would have been up anyway. I'd either been up or I would have heard him fall, and it would have woke me up, one of the two.
Hmm.
Because I tell him, Pop, when you wake up, yell at me. 'Cause my room's like 10, the door to my room's 10 feet from where he's at, probably 12. I'm
Hmm.
like, Pop, when you wake up, just yell at me. I'll get up and help you. Oh, I'll be all right. No, you don't understand. If you fall, you create more work for me. So if you wake me up beforehand, then it's easier for me. And I try to
Yeah.
explain it to him. No, I didn't, Dave. I missed it. I caught Troy's wrestling thing real late and near the end of it because I was messing with Pop. Really, 2 to 3 inches. Oh, wonderful. Let's just have some snow. Why not?
Hmm.
Thing is, I went to Walmart yesterday, so at least I got all the groceries we need. And I forget, we're going to make, I think, chicken legs, going to bake chicken legs in the oven tonight. I think that's what we're having. Oh,
Yeah.
no. We're going to have fish. I bought some cod because I haven't been able to go get any bluegill because the water is frozen, or it was. And I was hungry for fish, so we're going to have some beer battered fish.
Mm. Sounds good.
JB, JBT 80 degrees here, Manny. We will kick you out of here. I promise that. You rubbing in the warmth. I'm kidding. But 80 degrees too much for me. I like the 70s. I'm fat, man. I sweat. Where I have to laugh. That car was so full of stuff yesterday. Went at Walmart and I carry a little like a dish towel with me because I know every time I start checking out, I get to sweating because I'm trying to go fast.
Hmm.
And I had so a lot of stuff I had was heavy, like cartons of pop, Gatorade, and that kind of stuff. And then I had let's see, J Dog and Eric and Curtis. I think was up with me. I don't know if Lou was or not. I think Lou was too, but then I had him try to guess how much the ticket was when I got done.
How much stuff's gone up?
Man, it's almost went up 50% because I've been buying mom and them stuff for 2 years. Okay, so I know what I was paying compared to what I'm paying
Mhm.
now, and it's like, man, you're kidding me. It's $400.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you? I couldn't imagine being young again and having my kids and
Mhm.
trying to get by right now. I mean, we wouldn't be able to go dirt bike racing. We wouldn't be able to do nothing but buy
Yeah.
food and pay bills. And I would work, and that would have been working overtime too.
Yeah.
Martin, good morning, brother. How good is it to see you today? How are you? It's probably what? Let's see. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning over there now, Martin. I think I've earned a second Red Bull today.
I'm drinking a Coke, a McDonald's Coke. For some reason, a straw, drink through a straw helps me stay awake.
Really?
Yeah. And I usually keep tater chips in the car. I eat on those. That helps me stay awake. But I've tried chewing gum or eating hard candy or a sucker. That don't work.
Skittles help me.
Yeah.
10:45. Close, wasn't I, Martin? Yeah, I when I used to see a lot of houses before I moved back here, I probably seen 5 or 6 a week,
Hmm.
and I would eat peanuts so I wouldn't smoke so much. And
Yeah.
me and my best friend, who owns this house I'm in right now, went catfishing one time over at Summit Lake. I got peanuts, and he said, "Man, you better go easy on them. Them's hard on your colon." And this guy's been my best friend since we were kids. I laughed. I said, "What the damn hillbilly know about colons?" And he said, "I'm just telling you, man." 2 years later, I'm in the hospital with diverticulosis and a perforation of my colon.
Wow.
Yeah, it almost died from this massive infection
Dang.
inside me because I was eating peanuts and they got up in one of them little pockets. And I was like, man, dude, I gotta call him and tell him how right he was. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, worse than that, this guy that lived in our neighborhood, he's an older guy, raced dirt bikes and stuff. And I was his newspaper boy actually in high school. And they found him dead laying on his floor. And autopsy determined that that's what happened to him. He had a perforation of his colon and the infection burst. And when I went to the hospital, I'd raced the day before, and it was like 85-mile race or something. And I got up that morning, and man, I couldn't even straighten up. I hurt so bad. And I told my girlfriend at the time, I was like, "Go ahead, go to work." I said, "If I'm not better by the time you get home," I said, "we'll run into the VA." And by the time she got home, her and her daughter, I couldn't stand up. They had to almost carry me to the car.
Hmm.
Captain Morgan, speak like a pirate day. I don't know why I say that.
Arr.
I like it every time. But
Yeah.
I'm in the hospital and in the emergency room, and they do the blood tests and stuff, and then they come back and start slamming in IVs with these little bitty bags of antibiotics about that big. And that nurse dude looked at me and said, "Dude, I don't know what's wrong with you." He said, "But this is the strongest antibiotic they make." He said, "We don't use this one very often." And
Hmm.
the doctor come in and said, "We're going to admit you." He said, "You have a." They ended up doing a CT scan. And they seen it's like an infection about that big around, right in my just outside of my intestine. And he said, "You're lucky you got here." He said, "If that had bust, you'd been dead before the ambulance got called, let alone got there."
Hmm. Jeez.
Oh, really,
Just
Captain
never
Morgan?
know.
Yeah. Well, and What I was getting at, the old guy, he's older than me. He's not super. Well, yeah, I guess he was in his late 70s. There, still rode dirt bikes, still rode pretty good actually. But they found him dead on his floor, and the autopsy revealed that that's what killed him. He had a perforation of his colon from diverticulitis, whatever, and it burst. And all I could think of was, man, I wish I had talked to him, and maybe I'd went riding the week before or something and seen him, and if he'd have said something, I'd been like, dude, you need to get to the hospital now. If your belly hurts like that, I know what it is. It'll kill you. But I unfortunately hadn't been riding much, so I hadn't seen him for a couple of years. As he got older, he started working for the different motorcycle clubs, scoring and stuff at the races. Yeah, Captain Morgan, that's nothing to mess with, buddy. Hey, Uncle Lou, what's up? The Captain Morgan, does he have the diverticulosis or lysis, whatever it is? Because it's bad enough, man. It makes you, if you're not careful, you'll get to where you'll have to carry toilet paper in your car everywhere you go and stuff like that. That's what happened to me, and I couldn't figure out what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And my girlfriend's like, "You need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the doctor." Nah, whatever. I'll be all right. She says, "Nope, it's not." I mean, literally every time I ate, within 5 minutes, I was going to the bathroom. Every time I
Wow.
ate. Yeah. It's like if we were in a restaurant, we couldn't leave until I went to the bathroom. Otherwise, we'd be in a lot of trouble on the way home. But so if you ever have this massive, horrible cramp in your abdomen area, you don't know what it is, get it checked out. The life you save may be your own. Are you at work?
I'm almost pulling in right now. I'm on the road.
Yeah, look, that's what I looked at when you pulled off. I was like, you're already at work.
Yep.
Hey,
I got
Lou, man,
10
how are
minutes.
you this morning, buddy? Good to see you. Missed all the fun. I literally no sooner went live and Dad got up and then he fell. So Jody took care of the live for me while I was in there taking care of stuff. God bless her, saved my life again. I'm a really lucky person for all the friends I've made here. And
Well, thank you for letting me come up, Buggy.
oh no, thank you for doing it, Jody. I surely appreciate it immensely.
But we
I just
helped each other. Kept
Yep,
me from having to pull over and take a nap. So,
yeah, kept you awake, and you got to take over for me while I done geriatric people bathroom
well,
time.
you have a good day, and I'll
I
be
will.
listening off and on.
I'll see you tonight.
All right. Bye.
All right, see you. That's better. Oh man, ain't nobody want to see that. Goodness gracious, I don't want to see that up close and personal. And we determined I did earn the second Red Bull today. I'm just glad he went back to sleep. Because if he hadn't, this would have been a really long morning. Because he was a handful last night. Let's see, I was looking something up this morning before it went live. Let's see if I can find it. It's my notepad. I always write notes because I forget stuff. There's some good ones from. We're going to read a little Bible verse today, guys. Hey, Skywalker. Good morning, brother. For those of you that aren't into it or whatever, I apologize, but I was looking up Bible verses about joy and stuff before and knowledge. And what do we got? Proverbs 15:14. The discerning heart seeks knowledge, but the mouth of a fool feeds on folly. All the days of the oppressed are wretched, but the cheerful heart has a continual feast. Good enough. Sometimes it's good if you, you know what Bible stands for, don't you? basic instructions before leaving Earth. And I will almost bet you if you have a question, there's an answer in there for it. I would almost take that bet. And if anything, it's a bestseller. At least you should read it one time. It's sold more books than Stephen King has. Think about that. He's my second favorite author after. Man, Goodwin Skywalker. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I agree. You don't have to believe it's and I don't. My son's not a believer or anything, so I'm okay with that. To each their own, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But because it's my show, I can read a Bible verse if I want. I could read the Penthouse Forum if I wanted, although I probably wouldn't have very many subscribers left. For those of you who don't know what it is, Google it. How you doing today, Skywalker? I bet you're just chomping at the bit. Curtis, what's up, brother? I bet you're chomping at the bit for warm weather, ain't you? Because it would be horrible to sit there and look out the window and see water and know it's too cold to go fishing. Although they sell Carhartts at the Farm Fleet store every day, man, get you a pair of Carhartt bibs and a coat. You could even cast them out and put some of them little light indicators and go back up and sit in the house and watch. And when you get a hit, you can run down there. Yeah, it has, Skywalker. I'm with you, brother. It's been, but getting a couple of days away, it's amazing what it's done for me. So it gives me an optimistic viewpoint of the rest of the year going on. Where last year I think I went fishing 6 times all year, maybe, and I think that's about right. But now I know for a fact that at least once a month I'm going to get to go fishing somewhere. More than likely down at J Dogs. I told him he's going to get tired of seeing me. You know what I mean? And I said, dude, you going to come home. I'm sitting in your driveway. I guarantee it. Now that you made the mistake, give me your address. And your dog won't bite me because it likes me. I'm coming to your crib. Mm-hmm. And finding out about the respite thing came at such a good time because me and my doctor were talking. I probably don't show it as much. According to Nate, Uncle Lou, it's coming my way. He said they got that we're going to get 1 to 3 inches. We ain't got nothing yet. Well, no, not yet. But I'm not gonna lie, I was getting tired. It's been about 4 years now, and I was actually getting worried about my health. It's a fact that stress is hard on people, kills a lot of people, and it was just perfect timing that this happened because I was really, really running on low. Now my battery's recharged, so you get the up me. Nothing like the guy I used to be, but at least better. I hope nobody gets up and walks back there naked because you'll see him. Ooh, look at them 3 fishing poles sitting back there. Ooh, one of them's an Uncle Lou and 2 of them were gifts too. But we're going to get some loose supposedly, which I don't care. I went to Walmart now. I can sit in here and watch Supercross this weekend and other people fish where it's warm and be perfectly content. And for those of you who missed it, I literally no sooner went live and I heard Dad get up and fall. I'm like, oh man. And fortunately, Jody had come in to save me because I had to say, I'll be right back. And probably the first 20 minutes of the live, I wasn't even in here. We didn't get hurt or nothing, thank goodness. But he did pee on the floor, for those of you who want to know the details. But I got this really good stuff that actually it's for pets. It's called Nature's Miracle. It's in like a white jug with red writing or whatever. Yeah, you know, Gabe, you may go get a physical, dude, to be honest with you, because you're young and you're in pretty good shape. Uh, and I didn't know it. Men can have thyroid issues. I didn't have a clue until just recently. I learned that from someone. And that's one of the things is the signs is fatigue. You know, so a good blood panel will tell you a lot. You know, if your doctor go to your doctor, dude, you're too young to be tired. But then again, you just went through probably 2.5, 3 weeks of the most stressful thing you do in life besides a divorce is buying a house. And what was it? I'd read the thing. It was a divorce, buying a house, and changing professions are the three most stressful things that you ever do in life. And I had to laugh when I read about it because in the span of 9 months, I'd done all three of them. I got a divorce, I changed jobs, and I moved all with a span of about 3 months. And this ain't no crap. I was so stressed out sometimes I actually was losing patches of hair in the back of my head. And that's when my doctor was like, dude, you got to stop. You're going to die if you don't. I should have left his light on so I could see in there. So get your blood panel run or something. Either that or take up Friday night margaritas. Those help. But they ruined Saturday morning for me, so I had to give them up. Gets a little daylight, I'll bring my new fishing poles over and show them off. Hey, Uncle Lou, I nailed it on the fingernail polish last night. That fingernail polish I bought, it you can't even tell it was put on there. Because I'm so anal retentive, there were some like little black scratches on those fishing poles, so I had to go find some fingernail polish that matched it and touch them up. Yeah, Gabe, I just had mine 3 weeks ago, and I missed my doctor's appointment. So, in fact, I think we just, I think yesterday we rescheduled it. Let's say Friday. Yeah, it was yesterday. They called and we set it up. Which we talking about, Uncle Lou? Heck no, I watched the duels. Well, I watched part of the first one, missed the end, and watched the end of the second one, missed the start. But it's nice to have some NASCAR to watch. I'm not a NASCAR freak or whatever, but it's a good filler for the time between any good sports for now. Till March Madness, I used to be a college basketball fanatic, but after IU quit being good, I pretty much lost interest. I mean, there is starts in January. Supercross starts, and it goes till first or second week in May, I think, and then motocross comes on after that. The next week after, and it's on till probably the first week of September or so. And so, okay, it's on Saturday. Motocross is on Saturday afternoons. And it's like 4 hours long, so that's pretty much heaven for me. Ended with 49 points. So she's a woman playing amongst girls, evidently. Curtis, did you watch any of the duels? kidding. All in one game, huh? Broke the all-time points record and the single game. Nice. Don't start. Gabe, don't start. You know what gets me? I had to purchase a one-day fishing license in Kentucky Saturday. I purchased it for Sunday, but okay, so basically the fishing license itself is a tax, right? They taxed me on the price of the fishing license, so I got taxed for paying a tax. You can't make that shit up. Only in America does that happen. Oh yeah, Curtis, no worries. I didn't know how to replay. And then I have to look on the schedule and see what's on today. Oh wait, you're serious? They're doing that in California? Taxing you on each fish you catch? Tell me that was a joke. Oh, cool. Yeah, man, it sucked. Get ready all winter, getting ready and go there and then wreck your main car on the duels. Really? That's that you're not joking. That's true. They're taxing you. How are they gonna know how many fish you catch if you don't keep them, if you catch and release? They probably got drones that fly around and watch you guys or something crazy like that, I'll bet, man. You need to move over this way, Gabe. It ain't warm and sunny and there ain't no ocean, but at least we're sane. Man. I I'm gonna have to look that up. How in the hell are they gonna do that? Really? So if I catch and release 20 fish, how do they know if I did or not? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to voluntarily give them my money for a tax. F them. It just make me find out the way non-government owned property fishing places. Hey, NJ, brother, it's so good to see you, man. There's a lot of us in here that missed you for a while, just so you know that. Yeah, dude, somebody, and now I'm not going to say it because I'm live on somebody will come and arrest me, but I know what he needs. I'm telling you, dude, that guy is evil. You can look at him and tell that he's evil. I don't care what nobody says. He reminds me of every bad guy that's ever been in a Stephen King book. Oh, okay, so it's only if you keep them. All right, well, hell, I'd never have to worry about it. The only fish I keep are from local pond or something that I know ain't full of mercury or nothing. Okay, that's cool. It's only if you keep them. Wow, that's still, man. Jeez, ooh. California's nuts, dude. I'm telling you, it's nuts. I know, and it's no wonder so many people are leaving there. And for the first time in history, it has a deficit of the amount of people leaving is higher than the amount of people coming to California, isn't it? They're all going to move to Texas and ruin it. That's unbelievable. Tax you. See, man, and like we used to go fishing. Really, we used to go fishing at the strip pits for bluegill, and they say there'd be 8 of us. Like me, my wife, both kids, mom, dad, my brother, and his wife, and we'd have fishing tournaments, bluegill tournaments. See who could catch the most bluegill. You got a prize for the biggest, and then the most. And then we'd have a giant fish fry that night. And I'm talking, we'd maybe have 50 or 60 bluegill. And I couldn't imagine pulling up and the warden be standing there. How many fish you got? I'm like, hell, I don't know. Live well's full of them. You're welcome to reach in there and count them. I'm not. I'm not going to help you find me. Gosh, man. Something's got to give eventually, doesn't it? Taxing you for fishing. Next thing you know, they're going to have a sex tax, and every time you have sex, you're going to have to log it and pay a tax for doing it. And if it's just a BJ, it's only half as much. You know, and at the strip pits we go to over in the west side of Indiana, there were times that wouldn't have been a bad idea because these people would come in from out of state because the bluegill fishing is great in these pits. And they'd stay for a week and fill these giant coolers. You fill them up with them as many as you could fit in them. And this was, say, 25 years ago. And I remember mom getting mad at him and saying something one time. If you keep taking all the fish out of here, my grandson here, when he's an adult, there won't be any left. Sure enough, you don't. I mean, you got to work to catch the big slab bluegill now. Yeah, no kidding, Luke. Or Gabe. I call you Luke. That cracks me up. Yeah, no kidding. You can walk into CVS and a backpack and start filling it with whatever you want besides drugs and walk out the door. And the worst part is then they complain when they close the door on the store and say, we can't stay open here. And the only person that hurts is the elderly that live in the area because they got nowhere to get their meds now. Because I've seen videos of that. People in San Francisco just walk in the drugstore and take what they want. I'm dude. That's the first time today. I know. I'm sorry. I try my hardest. I'm an airhead though. Yeah. Yep. And I've seen them hit those too. And unfortunately, the only way you stop that's if you got a security guard that shoots someone. If you kill one of them, the rest of them ain't coming back in there again. Okay. Okay, Gabe. I'm sorry, brother. I love you anyway, man. But yeah, I don't, we've devolved as a society right now to almost, I don't even know what to compare it to. Maybe Escape from New York or something. And I keep saying we're one step away from the movie Idiocracy. And if you haven't seen it, it's a horrible, dumb, stupid movie, but it's worth watching to see where this country's headed. Because, I mean, I swear that maybe it's the chemicals they put in the food or something, but the intelligent level in this country is steadily decreasing, or at the minimum, the common sense. And with guys, I think it's because yeah, there you go, Gabe, exactly. With guys, they done away with shop class in school. At least if you took one shop class, you learned some form of common sense. Common sense. The little guard on the saw, that's there for a reason. Don't push it up when you're sawing a board, or the metal's hot after you weld it, so don't pick it up. Which I had calloused fingers at one time from that. Did it really? Yeah, Kevin, that's a good point, man. That's a really good point. It maybe it's always been there and we just didn't know, and now it's out there for everybody to see. Because there sure are a lot of crazy people. When would you drive back and get it, or did you get it on the way there, Jody? I didn't see that. Which actually, I bought sausage yesterday and some of them big flaky biscuits. That's what I'm going to cook this morning when they get up. Thank you, Jody. And Yeah, the devil's definitely working overtime in this country, if not the world, but extremely bad in this country. I agree, man. Gabe, 100%. Oh, okay. So now you went into work and popped it in the microwave and heated it a little bit. You know, it's a scary time right now, and for people who don't believe it, I mean, it's a scary time. Like my preacher was saying the other day, it's not a good time to be playing Christian, and you probably ought to get right. Yeah, you know, Kevin, you're right. That makes perfect sense. The dog is in the house. You know, and you're right. All we do now is we can see it. We can see it instantly, and that makes perfect sense, actually. I mean, because we all know in our own area there's crazy people everywhere. All you gotta do is go to Walmart. You'll find half of them. You know, I think that the next time I think I'm gonna go over to Payless, it's a grocery store chain. I don't know if they got it where y'all's at. No, you guys got the pig place, don't you? Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, yeah, they have the white jackets. People with the white jackets all around wrap people up there. But I think my next grocery trip, I'm going to go to Payless and see how much it costs compared to my trip to Walmart. But it's won't be really a fair comparison because you know I bought stuff at Walmart that I wouldn't get at the grocery store. You know, like let's see, what did I get that I wouldn't have got at the grocery store? Big box stuff for like mom's diaper things and uh, I don't remember, but it was a lot. Good morning, John. How are you today, buddy? Buddy. Good morning, buddy. There was an episode of You're Getting the Wind we had yesterday. NJ, man, I come out of Walmart last night and it was so hard and so cold. I had a pair of shorts on because I'm not real smart. Me and everyone tax slips, no doubt. But yeah, Kevin, you had a really good point. But I know I could have pushed it over $400 if I'd have bought a Red Bull out of the little cooler, but there wasn't none in the little fridge next to me in line, and I could have pushed it over 400. And I think was it Curtis or Eric who guessed the closest without going over? I think it was Eric. Yeah, NJ, I'm not ice fishing either, brother. I'm with you. That water will turn back to a liquid from a solid before long. We're, our lakes here are all, I mean, they're all open now. And I was this close to going fishing the day before yesterday. Sugar free rock star. What was it I was looking for that I can't find right now? Oh, never mind. It was my dad's pain medicine's drugstore. There's a shortage or something. Oh, I'm sorry, Curtis. It was Curtis who guessed right. In fact, I got to get a hold of his nurse today and, you know, hey, what we're going to do? It's getting ready to be the weekend, and all I got's the one. Trump 2024. Don't fall for it, John. He's throwing that bobber out there just waiting for you to bite. Won't you take me to Donkey Land, Donkey Land? We're gonna catch some big fish in Donkey Land. John got the key to the gate. It doesn't seem like it's today's Friday, right? Yeah, it don't seem like Friday. The week went real fast. Oh, NJ, I'm dying for bluegill time because I got the new Ultimate Mini casting, little bitty spin casting bluegill rod just waiting to go. It's already got the slide bobber on and everything. I'm dying to use this little guy, and it's. I'll take two poles with me. One to catch fish that I'm going to bring home and use for bait and eat, and then this one just to hope I catch a big one. And it takes forever to reel it in with that little bitty rod. Change equipment based on the size of the fish, right? And then Dad had to have one of them neoprene knee sleeves because his left knee keeps going out, even though I told him. Or are you actually taking him out? I didn't know if you was going to fish it with him or at the same lake or something, but you're actually taking, dude, man, you got to do it live. Ask him if you can go live. That's pretty cool, John. I got to admit, brother, that's about as cool as it gets. And I hope you can do it live on that one. I would like to watch. Are you going to take him Donkey Land? Oh, 2 days. Are you guys, you're not filming a show or anything, are you? He doesn't have a show anymore, does he? He's too old. And, oh, who is it? Has a morning short that he reads Bible verses out of his book. Oh, dagnabbit. Let me see if I can find out who it is. He's right in the Hank Parker era of fishermen. Throw me some names out there. Oh, he is filming a show. Oh man, how cool is that? John big time. He's got his own song. See, we got Bill Dance, Hank Parker. It might be Hank Parker. Jimmy Houston. Is that I think that's the one. Hold on, let's see. I hope this don't mess up my live feed because I'm jumping over here on YouTube real quick. Yeah, it is Jimmy Houston Daily Devotional. It's called Catch a Better Life with Jimmy Houston. Every morning he reads a devotional from his book. The book's called Catch a Better Life, actually. And I did have it popping up regular. I guess I haven't been watching enough. Yep, that's what it is. Dave, how go you? Good morning. Walter K. Chronicles. Hold on, Kevin. I gotta write that one down. Because I forget stuff. And that one there is something I want to look up. Let's see, what do we got here? I don't know what that is, but Walter K. Chronicles. I like the idea of that. I need to try to actually get to church in person this week. Because last, 4 weeks or so, last week I was down at J Dogs, but I'd say the last 4 weeks before that, Dad wasn't doing good and stuff, and I'd have to stay here and watch it online. No, they didn't, Luke or Gabe. You're lying. Seriously. You got to go live when that happens, man. I think you're yanking my chain, but I'm gonna go with you on that. I'll believe you for a second. But I need to go to church live. I got to make sure I'm there in person at least once a month, and I just hope Dad's doing good. Sunday, are you serious, Gabe? See, that would mean that Starbucks would never get a dime of my money ever again. Look up JoJo's Coffee and buy you a coffee grinder, and you'll never go to Starbucks again. It's the best coffee I've ever had. It has no bitter aftertaste or anything. In fact, hold on, I'll show it to you. I found it at a health food store in Indianapolis years ago. Where are we at? Jim's Organic Coffees, and this is the blend I get, JoJo's Java. Try it. If you don't like it, send me the bag and I'll pay for it and give you your money back. But if you like coffee that's not, super bitter and strong, it's good stuff. Or a MAGA hat. Oh, cool. It's cold enough, Lou, that it shouldn't be wet snow. I forget what the temperature was when I got up, but it's cold. Hopefully it'll be that nice, fluffy stuff. I'll get the leaf blower out for it if it'll start. Yeah, Gabe, check this stuff out, man. It's good stuff. Like I said, I found it in the Georgetown Market in Indianapolis. It's a health food store. And I get the whole bean so I can grind it up. It smells awesome. Now I'm going to have to make a cup in a little bit. But I can't grind no coffee right now. Otherwise, I pay the price by waking people. Keep that crap open here. Good morning, Stan. Black Rifle, yeah. They used to sponsor Steven Crowder's show, which I'm not going to up my subscription to Crowder next year, man. He's slipped on that show. He's lucky if he's there live 4 days a week, once a month if he makes all the time. Oh yeah, I do too, man. The smell of coffee. We share in the Midwest. This is what that coffee says. For my wife, this blend of graceful aroma and good taste. You'll love its smoothness. It's never bitter. So relax with the cup. Leave the kids with the sitter. Oh, that's awesome, man. It's amazing the things that you enjoy when you get old. It used to be the smell of some good green bud. Now it's the smell of coffee. Doesn't he, Gabe? I'm telling you, I am so pissed off at him. I just, and I don't know how many people, when he's not there, there's, 1,000 people saying, dude, I am not gonna, he's one that says, if you don't like something, let your money speak for you. I'm like, dude, you're getting ready to learn a real hard lesson about, I look at it as the product you sold me. First off, he sold you 5 days live and you get 4. Yeah, I'm just, since he started, Mud Club, I've been there since before Mud Club even, but when Mud Club started, I joined because I was all about supporting independent journalists, but I don't know, man. And now I got to find someone else. James O'Keefe is doing good work right now on the border. OMG is the name of his company now since Project Veritas got taken from him, which he started, and they started a board of directors, whatever, and they kicked him out of his own company he made. But OMG, and it's O'Keefe Media Group. That's what it stands for. He's doing a really killer series right now down on the border. They went in one place undercover as surveyors under this. I think it may be a cartel halfway point after you cross the border. It's like a camp thing, and they infiltrated it, acting like they were land surveyors and were surveying through the area or whatever. And there were guys with machine guns and stuff standing around. Yeah, Tucker's good too. I love Tucker. I watch him every night. And Tucker's awesome right now, man. He's killing it. He has blown Fox and them away. I mean, he gets twice the viewership that they do, and he's unfiltered now, which makes it so much better. Come here, Till. Hold on, I got a puppy whining about something. There we go. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah, Lou, man, that it matched perfect. You can't even see it. And a couple of them were. I'm gonna have to give like a light coat, a second coat to cover the scratches completely. But I'm anal enough that I bought nail polish because my fishing poles had some scratches in them. But when you grew up poor, anything you got that was nice, you wanted it to stay nice as long as you could. So I was gifted some nice fishing poles that I want to make sure they stay nice. And I slapped a couple Abu Garcia reels on them. Are you kidding me? Get your nails did. Yeah, I went and got me a pet in the meta yesterday, John. I watched duels last night, Gabe. Well, I watched part of the first one and then the end of the second one, and I got to go back and watch them all the way through. But I forget what happened. So I think something happened with Pop or whatever. About like this morning, and those of you that wasn't in here earlier, man, I go live and I'm literally not live 45 seconds or so, and I hear Dad get up and fall. I'm like, oh, you're kidding me. I got pink from my nails, only on my toes, Lou, and you were the only one that's going to see those. So now you got to tell everybody. I see how you are. Y'all just jealous because you can't paint your stuff. You ain't man enough to paint your nails. How's that sound? Oh, was there fighting in the pits, Eric? I have to look. I don't know. Uh, who was it that caused that first pile up in the first duel? I forget. I'll have to look. But I'll kick on. Dude, Gabe, I gotta write that down again. But I think my Netflix ran out. There was a reason I didn't renew it. Now I can't remember what it was. That's the worst part. I'm telling you what, the one series, the guy who invented The Office, uh, Richard Gervais or something like that. I'm telling you, that series he has, there's three seasons to it. It'll tear you up, man. It's hilarious, but it's also, some parts of it are gut wrenching. It's the gist of it is his wife died of cancer, and while she was going through cancer, had they videoed most of it. And at different times in the show, he'll be at home watching the videos. It's just little parts of the show, but yeah, man, I'm trying my best to remember the name of it. But if you haven't seen it, it's he's known for his comedy and stuff. But man, this is a you say they were your wives. Dang, that's gonna drive me nuts. Now I gotta find out what it was. Okay. Let's Google this one. Here we go. Afterlife, that's what it is. It's called Afterlife, Gabe. Check it out. It's you'll thank me for it. It's a good one. Yeah, I made if what I do is I wait for Netflix to send me one of them "we miss you, come back" emails and let you get it for like $3 for a month or something for 3 months, and I'll re-up just to watch that series. But the key to that is the day you do the re-up for the special price, you have got to go in and cancel it that day, because otherwise you're going to forget and you're going to get nailed for the full price. Yep, Afterlife is the name of it. Watch the first episode and let me know what you think. Yeah, I got to be careful on some of that. Like the Afterlife one was kind of hard to watch. I'm glad I didn't discover, like right after my divorce or nothing, because it would have been tough. But now it's all good, and like I said, everything he touches is good. Though I mean, he made the movie The Office, he started the series The Office in England, and then they bought it and Americanized it over here, which I binge watched The Office because my son told me about it, and I've watched the whole thing all the way through one winter. Oh, have you seen it then? Yeah, they've got 3 seasons. I've watched the first two. I haven't watched the last season because my Netflix run out, and I did one. I think they raised it or something and made me mad, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to watch it no more. Civil War, is that? I think I know what you're talking about, Stan. Yeah, yeah. Afterlife is good. He talks to the old lady on the park bench all the time. Yep, I may check that out today because it's gonna be the way Dad was when he woke up. It's gonna be one of them "Hi, who are you" kind of days. You know what I mean? So I may be sitting here all day, especially if it snows. That and I moved the smart TV. I had a 4G smart TV sitting out in the garage for 4 months now, and I finally moved it in. Right, John? And I don't have it hooked to the cable, but it's hooked to the Wi-Fi. Now I got to figure out how to. I think you don't. I think I download the app from Xfinity, and then I can watch it like I do on my laptop. I'm not sure, but I got to figure that out. So right now, all I watch on is YouTube. I do have Chromecast hooked to it though, so I could cast Netflix from my phone onto that, couldn't I? You know, Lou, that's a really good question. Two young guys. For the life of me, I can't remember now. That's a good idea, Stan, actually. I can remember, before all the technology and stuff, I used to listen to books on tape. And back then, they were literally on tape. You have this big box you'd take full, one book would be, like I forget Stephen King's The Stand was 20 some tapes or more. And text. I can remember the first time I seen one of them video things in a car stereo where the screen slides out and turns up. You know what I'm talking about? Stuck in a traffic jam in Chicago on the loop going around Chicago. Heck, the kids were. I think Brandon was a sophomore and Justin was in junior high. And I look over and the dude's got one of them rolled up, and he had a porn video in or something going down the interstate. I'm like, really? Come on, man. Yeah, exactly. That's me. It's like when someone has a YouTube live, if I'm driving and I'm watching it, I'm not actually watching, I'm listening. Where Netflix ruined fishing almost. I don't go live very often on Netflix when I'm fishing. Because I swear there's a connection. Because, like, for Stand Day, when they first started that, I get done probably the first 8 or 9 weekends because I was fishing for carp. And the one show, I'm telling you, I caught 3 or 4 carp 30 minutes before the show. The last one was, I think, probably 10 pounds. It was 5 minutes before the show started. The show comes on, I don't catch another fish the rest of the day. Not one. While we were live. And it's happened more than once. So I think there's some, I don't know, the fish either pick up the vibe or something. I don't know what it is. So I think there's something to that, actually. I'm not superstitious. I just don't like Friday the 13th. I thought I seen a little dog walk by. Stanton, I'm with you, dude. I'm telling you, there's something about it. I just, for the life of me, I don't know what it is. Because I'm probably not the only one that's experienced it. You'll be catching fish, you'll go live, and it'll stop. So now what I do is the curse of the fishing lives. Yep. So what I do now is I have my camera, set on video, and when I get a hit on the way to get the hit, I hit the button real quick and start recording. Good morning, Chadwick. It's so nice to see you today. You make my day. If I knew how to post pictures like Hogleg and them do, I would show something from this weekend. No way. Really? So the back of the boat swung around and it caught the fence? Hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, that you're right, man. That is bizarre. Hmm. Wow. Pulled the plug out. I almost sunk a brand new speedboat one time. Had a keg sitting in the back, and we were skiing and stuff. And every time we stopped, the water would run up to the back, and I didn't know it was running in the back and going in the boat. And come by Dad and them in the little boat, and they waved me over. The boat's sitting off below in the water. You better get the boat ramp. And sure enough, man, it had a whole bunch of water in it, and it wasn't my boat. Dum, 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 dum. So I guess because I booted some people out of my live the first week because I was trying to ask about John Parker, nobody comes up live anymore. That's all right. I got this. Yeah, I always figure when that happened, John's always figure if you keep the boat up going fast, the water will run out. It's just if you got to stop again. Be like, okay, baby, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing towards the boat ramp and you jump out. I'm not slowing down, so you got to be ready. You get the trailer and I'll run it up on there as soon as you get it in there. Didn't want to walk out with the gators. Yeah, you'll never hear me utter that word. My goodness. Hmm. Stand three. I'm trying to picture in my mind, where the bench comes across and the boat comes down. There's a gap, like in that corner where the junction is. Was about maybe that big. Is it Well, it's probably a stupid question, but I'm assuming it's a John boat and it's already got the steering wheel place, whatever. Can't I'm drawing a blank on the name of it. Yeah, handlebar strapped to her head don't count, Gabe. Sorry. Boy, I'll bet you couldn't even get yourself to the shore, or well, if you had a good trolling motor, I suppose you could park or get to the bank. But man, rains. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the word I was looking for. I was drawing a blank on. Was counsel, tonsil. I guess the biggest thing would be the length of the cables. You know what I mean? From the motor to the console you build. But I suppose if you had to, you could go past it and come back up and in. I don't know. Hmm. You got me thinking now, Stand Three. I'm going to be Googling stuff and looking at pictures of the John boat from different angles and seeing if I can figure out the big. Because I'm something in my mind. The picture in my mind is where the side comes down and the bench comes across, and when it comes down, there's an opening in that bottom corner. So water and stuff could run through there. Yeah, I reckon a 30 horse on a John boat. I lived on our cabin cruiser in the marina and worked at the marina at the Salamonie Reservoir in high school. My last 2 years of high school in the summer, and they had boats moored out in the bay there or whatever. And when the people would come in on Friday, I'd have to, put one of them in the boat to the husband or whatever, and go out there and drop them on their boat, and then pull around in the front and unhook it for them and everything. And it had a 25 horse Merc on it, and it flew. I couldn't imagine another with a 30. You ate 5 McRibs. I think I could probably do 3 if I'm pushing it. Yeah, Stan, I guess you mock it up with some cardboard first. You know what I mean? Build a mock up and set it in there and see what it looks like. You're nuts, dude. I wish I was young again, because that sounds like fun, actually, but not my old butt nowadays. Good morning, Cindy. How are you? It's really nice to see you today. 20 mile an hour. So you're going 40 mile an hour in a John boat. Jeez, oh. But I think I would make a mock up first and set it in there and see. And John, cardboard's a lot cheaper than aluminum. Or wood, whichever you're going to use. Hell, wood's as much as aluminum nowadays, right now. It's Friday, Friday. But if you make a mock up, you can do different configurations till you figure the one you like. Oh, okay, cool. So you're halfway, you got it halfway beat already, then if you got a deck already to work with. I wonder if your deck, like the bottom of the boat, and then is the deck raised like, say, 4 inches or 3 inches or something? And if it is there room to run them underneath the deck part? Yes, it is, John. It could be a yacht and it would still be John's John boat. You got me thinking now, Stan 3, because I haven't done a project or anything like that in 4 or 5 years. So I need to rewire the little boat anyway. And I was thinking when I rewired it of kind of changing the configuration of the front deck part where the seat goes, because I got a place for rod holders already, but I'd like to make some that are up maybe 2 feet further towards the front. I don't know. I have to think about it. How wide is your John boat? Deck size matters. Only to her. I was going to say you almost have to put it off to the side so you can get around it easier. There you go. That's an important part right there, because he ain't a little fella. He's a lot bigger. I mean, when I met him at CatCon, I was blown away. I thought he was a short guy like me, man. 2 stands is a big dude. He's got to be close to 6 foot, ain't he? Oh, okay. DV 14 foot. See, John boat, I was thinking flat bottom. You know what I mean? John boat, the DV helps a lot. I know J Dog had some of them lights, like the trim that goes around the outside of the boat. He had some of them lights on the outside. They were green, I think, but when he turned them on, it lit up the water around the side of the boat so well that I'm 100% doing that. Is he 6'3"? I knew he had to be 6 foot or over. Which, if you watch the videos, like the one of him creeping out of the woods, for what was it, Groundhog Day, and then he done one last year. I can't remember what it was, but if you watch him in the videos, you don't think he's. I mean, he looks about 5'7" like me. Okay, yep, I see what you're saying. Yeah, John, I seen you crappie fishing with that. I seen that. Yeah, those are nice too. Which I had never thought of that, but I'm gonna put them on the little boat, and I don't know what color though. The green worked really well as far as lighting up the water. So I guess maybe get some of them that you can change the colors on, and then you can experiment and find the color that best lights up your water. And since my pops had that little boat for almost 30 years, it's hard telling what kind of wiring runs up underneath it's got in the back where the trolling motor and stuff and the one captain's chair goes back there. It's got like a deck, then goes down. And that one there's got like a floor you can unscrew and it lifts off, and all the wires run under it up to the switches on the side there. And it's hard telling what I'll find under there when I take it off. And I'm just going to pull new wires. I'm pulling new wires everywhere, provided they'll pull free. You're going to drive? Ooh, doggies, Hank is a brave man. No, I'm kidding. Going fishing with you is the same as I equate to going fishing with J Dog. You've been fishing that Okeechobee for years, so I know if I go with you on the Okeechobee that I don't have to worry about anything. That you probably came across every instance you can think of and know how to do whatever happens, so to speak. And that's the same way I feel with J Dog. He's been fishing that Ohio River for so long. He knows what uh, so it because I don't know anything about fishing a river, and you can get in a lot of trouble. Chad Fields, it says device not connected. Oh, but going down and fishing with you on Okeechobee, because that's a big body of water. I mean, even though it's not deep, I mean, I don't know how far across is that, like 13, 14 miles maybe. New screw ups on there. How much you pay Roland to call you on the videos? Look like a rave. Nice, nice, Parker. And you got to put some bass in the back though if you're going to be raving. I started getting into some techno music like that. I can't remember the name of it, but it's got a big screen behind them, and it's almost like, remember the Terminator? The one guy was like the liquid chrome, stuff. Well, there's a giant body behind the screen that's made like that. It looks like that sort of. And this techno music stuff, it's good stuff. Hey, Dave, is that on NASA's or SpaceX's channel? Let's Google real quick. It'll tell me. Let's see. SpaceX launch. Falcon 9 launch. No, I want live, though. There we go. Today live. That's the search we're looking for. Yeah, that figures. Oh, well, I'll find it later. I have to watch replay. Oh, yeah, John, I'll bet you can. I know we used to stay in Cocoa Beach on 14th Street going surfing. Hey, good morning, Brian B. You bedwetter. Oh, there you are, Chad. I see you now. Hold on. Bam. Hey,
What up?
buddy.
What's up, Buggy?
What up? What up?
Nothing. I guess I joined on the wrong thing and it wouldn't register my camera and stuff.
I know. Where's are you not working today?
Yeah, I'm getting there. But
Yeah.
somebody else in this house is off work today,
Oh, are they? Yeah, that's horrible.
so she'll probably be walking through the house every hour, going, "Guess who's not working today?" While I'm sitting here just working my little
Yep.
heart away.
Yep. I understand.
So you talking about getting your boat worked up?
Yeah, hopefully this spring. It just depends on how Dad's doing, how much I get done, because
Yeah.
he'll want to come out there and tell me how to do it. Basically, I'm still 12. It's like
Trust me, I know.
it's like, Pop, what part of me being an electrician at one time and then wiring a complete cable television head in that you forget I
It don't
done
matter.
yeah. Well,
It
that's
don't
not how I'd run it. I'm like, I know, Pop. You wouldn't even label them if you did run them. I've been there. Believe I've fixed your stuff many times.
You can ask me if I try to do anything. I've got two parents, and I've got brothers that will do the same thing.
Yep. Yep.
I'm young. I'm the baby, and I'm the dumbest one in the family.
Yep. Good morning, D. I know my brother was having trouble with he had a shovel head, and between the primary drive belt runs through, and it has a plastic runner that's the adjust the tension, and you can adjust it
Yeah.
automatically or whatever. Well, him and Dad are messing with it for 2 hours, and they determined that the runner is wore down too far, so they're going to have to go buy one. And I'm like, man, let me look at that real quick, guys. No, we'll be back. We're running down the South Side Harley. I'm like, okay, I'll stay here. I think maybe 5 minutes later, I called them before they even made it to 465. I said, hey, guys, you guys want to come on back? I got that for you. What do you mean? I said, it's fixed. It's done. Just come on back. I'll show you. But I couldn't touch it before, I didn't know what I was doing.
And see, me, it would have been, who did I get to come over and help while they were gone?
Yeah, exactly. Well, then I sucked my dirt bike full of water one time in an Enduro, and I brought it home, and I put it in my brother's garage. I was a single dad at the time, and it was late Sunday evening. I put it in the garage. The guys, don't touch this. I'll be back tomorrow to work on it. And I'd already turned it upside down, drained all the water and stuff out, but I had to take the top end all the way apart and redo it. But we had to take a flywheel bolt off or something. I told him, don't mess with that. I had an impact and everything. So I come in the next morning, you can see the little edges on the bolt of that flywheel bolt had little marks on them, and it's a reverse thread bolt is why I told them not to mess with it. Well, they had the impact on trying to take it off the other way. And I walk in and I look at that bolt and I'm looking, I said, did y'all try to take this off? How did these, it almost like you would start to round the edge of a bolt off is what it looked like, just a little bit though. I'm like, well, how did them edges get like that then? Because I know it's never been off there before. And I just had to laugh. It's like, guys, come on, man. Don't fix my stuff for me. But the chain slider, I never let them live that one down.
Good.
They had it in backwards. I just turned it around, the actual plastic part. I turned it around and put it in there, and it's got like little teeth that go up to
Yeah.
adjust. I turned it around and put it in, and it was like, there you go, man. Oh, we never thought of that. Yeah, I know you didn't. Hey, good morning, Yak Shore. How are you this morning?
Yeah, Skywalker. That's just in this room. That's not including what's in the living room, the boat, outside. I got quite a few.
And I thought I was pimping with the three behind me and the two long poles over there in the corner.
You are pimping, buddy.
Yeah, that's me. I used to be, maybe. But yeah, I done put the Abu 100 anniversaries on the rod you gave me and the one J Dog gave me, and then I went and got some white fingernail polish to touch up any little spots or scratches or anything, because I'm anal like that.
I heard you like it like that.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, I might have an addiction there, Skywalker.
Speaking of that, Gabe, get a hold of me sometime today after you get up. Okay, I just thought of something, so get a hold of me.
I'm sitting
Email
here
email me your number or something. And it's important that you get a hold of me today. I just thought of that.
Bless me. I think I got like 8 to 10 right here.
You got allergies or what, man?
And it's non-stop anymore.
Yeah, mine don't. Well, sometimes depending on how often I get the filter changed, on the heater. But mine usually doesn't start springtime when they start planting and they're turning the soil. Mine start in the fall time. It's over with, man. I carry a towel on my shoulder. It's that bad.
It's weird. I never had allergies ever. And
Danny Stone Outdoors.
What's up, Danny? But I think it was about the time COVID rolled out. It seems like ever since that happened, I've had sinus issues for
Really?
3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had allergies my whole life. I used to have to take shots for them when I was a kid. And the greatest thing that ever happens when I become a grown up and said, you know what? I don't ever have to take those things again as long as I live. And I've never had a flu shot, anything like that, pneumonia shot, nothing.
Oh, people are messaging me. They're crying. They're jealous.
Hey, Stan, I never heard that before, but my cousin is a beekeeper. I've got 3 or 4 jars of honey in there on the counter, actually. I'm going to try that. I'm going to tell my mom about that, too. Hers are worse. But in the fall time, when they start picking the fields, where I'm at right now is literally all 3 sides surrounded by fields. And there's houses here, 4 or 5 houses on the road, but everything else is fields. They were picking the soybean field to the west of me. And that cloud of dust comes up behind them. And the wind was blowing from the west, and you could literally see the cloud of dust blowing towards my house. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. What was I thinking?
Yeah, I've heard that before about the local honey, because apparently it's got the local pollens in it, and it helps your body build.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm going to try that. I've got
immunities to it.
Jars of it. Mike Murillo, I am too. That's why I had to give up being a supervisor. I couldn't do it. After my knees went bad working at the cable company, they give me a supervisor job. I was going to stay there, and that lasted about 2 or 3 months, and I finally realized I can't do this. People are lazy and they're idiots, and I'm going to blow my head off if I keep trying to do this.
Yeah, being a boss is hard.
It is, and I think I'd been there about 11 years or so. So it was just turned into the switch to the new generation of people whose worth ethic lacks, in my opinion. And in the cable company, for instance, you'd get a set amount of orders a day. Like some days you'd have 7, some days you'd have 4, depending on what each stop was. Well, you may have one that's just listed as a hookup, and you get there and somebody's ripped all the cable off the house, so you got to do a complete install. Well, if you got to running behind, when I was doing house installs, you'd get on the radio and say, "Hey, man, I got 4 stops left day before noon, and I just pulled up to a complete install." Guys would get on the radio and say, "Where you at? I'll come and get a couple stops off of you." Well, that new generation of guys wouldn't even think about it. They just ghost on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know how much work they had because I assigned it that day. I'd have to start hollering at them.
Well, now too, the way when you have to be a different leader than you were even 10 years ago, let alone 20,
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, people like Eric, they're real sensitive. So you
Yeah,
gotta
they'll hit HR
build,
on you.
you got to build. No, well, yeah, but you got to build them up because you know you got to be like you're really you're capable of doing such great things.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, a
You
little
can't
reverse
just say, Eric,
psychology.
you suck, and I don't like you. You're
Hey,
fired.
Parker, that's interesting. 1 tablespoon of honey in its lifetime.
That's interesting.
I actually, where I live at right now, would be a good place to have some beehives. I think I may talk to my cousin and ask her if she wants to put some out here. It'd help my garden if I plant one this year, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And bees travel quite a bit too.
Yeah, they do. I actually watched a documentary. Maybe it was on Netflix. I can't remember for sure, but and I'd never thought about it before. But they talked about the word beeline because they take the straight line straight back to their hive, and that's where the term beeline came from.
Parker. Parker's on a first name basis with HR.
I'll bet. See, and I knew I couldn't do that because I knew I was going to end up in trouble. Because the first time I yelled at someone, I ended up in the general manager's office, and that was the end. I even remember telling the general manager, I'm like, "Dude, I'm probably not cut out for this, don't you?" And he's like, "I'm starting to think that." And I said, "Yeah, me too. I'll find something else to do." And I became a real estate appraiser.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out what I want to be when I grow up, Buggy.
Yeah, I'm with
Any
you. D,
anytime.
you're 100% right. Well, I mean, I went to
Yeah.
work for myself, and it's the best thing I ever done in my life because
Do you yell at yourself all the time and write
Oh yeah,
yourself
because
up?
I'm an idiot. My boss is an asshole, and I'm an idiot for sure. But I actually, when the real estate crash happened, my appraisal count went from 4 or 5 a week to nothing for 2 months. And
Wow.
back then, you had your own bank of lenders you could call and talk to on the phone, and I'm calling them. And this is before it ever hit the news or anything. And I'm saying, "What's going on, man? You ain't got any work? I ain't getting nothing from anyone." And everyone I called said, "I don't know what's happening, but they told us we cannot write any mortgages right now. No, we can't even write them."
Wow.
Really? So then I'm like, "Oh crap, what's going on?" I actually ended up started doing a little landscaping with a friend of mine at the age of 40 something. That worked out real well with my out of shape old butt.
Hey, Buggy, I got a question for you.
Yep.
Since you're into the house appraisal stuff, are you starting to see where people are dropping the prices on their houses they're selling a little bit?
I haven't done a lot of appraisals the last 4 months or so, but I have noticed 2 or 3 houses I've driven by that are nice homes that are still for sale. They've been on the market maybe a month. And in the last 3 or 4 years, if you had a house on the market more than a week, you either were priced too high or there was something wrong with it. So what happened when lumber got real high, okay, builders stopped building new homes because there just wasn't a profit margin in there anymore. So when that happened, the existing home sales went nuts.
Yes.
So then you end up with a low supply of available homes and a high amount of people. I mean, for for 2 years, every appraisal I done purchase, it was listed at a certain price, and every one of them sold above the asking price and had 3 or 4 bidders on them, which is why. And what you're going to see now is you're going to start to see that swing back, and when it swings back, you'll start seeing. In fact, I just read the article in the Indy paper the other day, about compared to this time last year, I think it was 2% or something like that. The median asking price for a home. So what's going to be the tail? I think for one, the interest rates are crap right now. So that killed us. I don't know what they were thinking doing that. But lumber started to come down. So depending on the area and the market you're in, like Hamilton County, just north of Indianapolis, they never stop building. But all your other counties, like where I live, that are depressed economies, they don't build. So the market has a lot to do with it, and naturally the house. If you got one of them houses that people would die to have, then you're setting okay. Now getting the appraisal done is another thing.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed like around here, there were people. It wasn't even going on market, and there was 10, 20 bids on houses around here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would have days on market we used in the appraisal, like you have to list the days on market for, and instead of being under 3 months, I mean, I was seeing things under a day. And like you said, most of the realtors had banks of buyers looking for homes, so
Yeah,
and I suppose it's which one likes you better,
Yeah. Well, I think they were saying, like, I know there was a friend of ours that lived on the street up here on the corner, and when she moved, she had it was either 14 or 18 bids on her house in the first 24 hours.
No kidding. Yep.
Yeah. And it was saying, I mean, it was like crazy. But now it's weird because like every once in a while I'll go online and start looking at the area and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm starting to see the down arrow on a lot of like different houses where they've dropped the price $5,000-$10,000. I'm like,
And the big thing to look at is market time. When you start seeing the market time get to be a month, and then something's happening.
Yeah.
And and then sometimes it can be, you can have a neighborhood over here that houses are still holding value well, and go across the highway or across the street to another neighborhood, and they're starting to stagnate a little bit. And that's when you get in trouble with a reviewer who's not from your market, who says, well, why didn't you use house A across the street? And then you gotta, they review your appraisal and kick it back, asking them stupid questions.
Yeah.
Which I always start off my rebuttal with, if you were from the local area and knew the market, you wouldn't need to ask those questions, because this is, and anyone could do the market analysis on the 2 separate editions and see they're different places.
Yeah.
Like CP Morgan, for instance, they went out of business before the crash happened, and they were building the crappiest houses in the world. And, in Hamilton County anyway, because every cornfield north of Indianapolis was turned into a subdivision. Yeah, I was too, John, believe me. I had dirt bikes in the garage, and the backyard had a path through it where we would test them as we fixed them and stuff. I was that neighbor. They're getting bought up by India. I bet they are out there, man. They need to. I know I was watching C-SPAN the other day, and they're in Florida. They passed a law that China can't buy any property in Florida now, because China has bought up so much land in America. It's mind-boggling. And do you know that they have areas where the Chinese have their own police stations in communities, and they police them themselves? And me and my son argued about that. He didn't believe me, so I sent him the article. And he's, well, who's your source? I said, well, the Washington Post, or, the New York Times. Here, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, because I thought it was like Arkansas. They had one of the either city officials or something had that same talk where they owned some huge big piece of property, and they told them no, they had to relinquish it back to the U.S.
Yeah, yeah. Well, then Bill Gates bought up a bunch of farmland, out in God's
Uh-huh.
country, and
Yep.
people were like, well, he's buying up all the farmland. He's going to try to be like Monsanto, only he's going to be on the growing side of it or whatever. I'm like, no, no, man, he don't care about the farmland. He cares about the water
Water
underneath.
underneath it.
Yep. That's where the money's at, and that's why they're buying that stuff up. Oh, hold on, I'll be back. Pops up.
All right, buddy. I'll entertain. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I think it's becoming increasingly difficult for anybody to buy a home. Because hell, like this house here that we've moved into, we got this house, I don't know, 9 years ago, something like almost 10. And these houses are like $100,000 houses. They were, all 3-bedroom, like 1-bath ranches, barely, not even 1,000 square feet in this area with a tenth of an acre yard. Now, if you look at them, they've been going for, in the last year, I've seen 2 of them sell for over 160. So, what's up, 217 Terry B? Buggy will be right back. Jody had an offer. Oh, let's see. Had an offer on my house I turned down this week, and somebody different is getting an inspection done on it Saturday before they put it in an offer. Yeah, these people, there were people, they're doing sight unseen 2 years ago. My old boss, she put her house up for sale, and I don't know how many offers she had, but she ended up selling a cash buy from somebody out in like Seattle, moved out here for a job. They they paid her like $20,000 over what she was asking. Um, but it seems to maybe be leveling out a little bit. Wow, Skywalker. Yeah, but that's because people out there think that they should all make $50 an hour minimum starting wage. What's up, 3 nights? Nah, Eric, I ain't got no apple fritter today unless D stops at UDF and gets one. I think some, because they were trying to buy a house when they move out of their parents. That could be D. They left Seattle when grunge rock became unpopular. Yeah. I mean, I know there's some pretty places out in California, but the majority where they have, they ain't worth all that. Skywalker needed to run for governor or something of California and change their ways. John, John put in a bid for $12, Jody. Gave me off. Ow. They would JFK you. Hooks and Hammocks, where are you driving to? D and I can't figure out what we want to do.
I'll be back in a little bit, guys. I gotta help Pop.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll be here hanging out with everybody, keeping them entertained because I'm so cute and adorable with my little gnome. And I'm giving Hooks and Hammocks the salute with my little garden gnome. Driving home. But yeah, D and I talk all the time. I get fed up with where we live, and it doesn't make sense to move because the kid's still in school, but at the same time, I hate this subdivision. Uh, Especially if we decide to move here in 4 or 5 years away from this area. But did I mention that I hate this subdivision? If anybody has seen my reel on Facebook, they will know why, that I just put out a couple days ago. The adjoining subdivision next to us, I hate because it's full of morons. Night, Skywalker. Call you out. Okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd come up and hang out with Buggy for a little bit. He was, I felt that he was asking for somebody to come hang out with him this morning. So I said, you know what? Stand the funny thing is about that video too, that when I first went back and looked, because when I was backing in and I turned my head to look to to the right, I could literally see the dude's lap. He was up so close. I mean, granted, I've got a tall truck, but I was like, what the hell? When I went back and looked at it, and I found it and I hit play, I didn't realize that it had done the ×4 speed. So I thought they like flew up on me. They came up fairly fast, but not as fast as I thought. But I was like, oh my god, what the? I thought the dude about destroyed my life. But I hate it. People are irritating. What's up, Danimal? Just near hanging out with Mr. Bugman. He's taking care of his pops right now. Oh no, and Donald, and that's the other thing that irritates me is last year, because of this, I had to redo both sides of my driveway because I had dug the sides out by like 1.5 feet. I had ruts in my yard that deep. I laid rock, new topsoil, new grass. It looked beautiful. And once again, it's starting to look like crap. Oh, hold on 1 second, guys. I got a phone call I gotta take. All right. Sorry about that. My mommy called me. She's so adorable. She got me some new socks and wanted to know how they felt. All right. Boom. I'm back. Hank Parker out on February 27th. Oh, Hank's a good dude. I liked Hank. Ugh. Danimal, don't tell me you don't know who Hank Parker is. What's up, Rustic? Guess I should check my work phone, make sure nobody's messaged me yet this morning. Okay. What's his old show? Hank Parker Outdoors? Let's see. Damn it. Guess I checked that. What is it? Hank Parker Outdoors, I think. Hank Parker. Yeah, you look. Hank Parker Outdoor Magazine. Here, Daniel, I'll share this for you. Now go back. Find Buggy Stream. There you go. You can check Hank Parker out. Yes, Hank Parker would be bass fishing royalty from back in the day. Mr. Downtown Ernie Brown. Stand 3. He does look a little like him, doesn't he? I'd sell my boat if Taylor Swift had to get on it. Ow. Back in the day, that's pretty much all any kind of fishing you'd ever had to watch in the 80s and 90s.
Hey,
Bass.
Chad, you don't
Yeah,
have to. Yeah, you don't have to stay up here if you got something to do. I'm almost done.
I've got a few more minutes if you want. I think somebody else might be in the basement.
Oh yeah, there we go. Chris is excellent. Thank you, man. Pop fell again, so
Is he okay?
yeah, he's all right. He's just exhausted now. I'm
Yeah.
exhausted too, but I gotta go in here and
You
change his skirt and stuff. So give me a
do
few
your
minutes.
thing, man. I've got a couple more minutes that I can hang out, and then I got to switch over to the old work laptop and do that stuff. What's up, Chris?
Well, Telly and I went to work, and then I got a message from some friends of ours that they were going to be here today. They live in the Carolinas, so we're down anyway. One of our systems is being updated, so we're not going to be doing anything at all for the next 3 days at work. So I decided to come home so I could hang out with some good friends of ours that are going to be here today.
They are.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say you're all dead to me.
I was watching the bake shop from last night, driving home, and I switched over to Buggy. Saw you up there, and I was like, "Oh yeah, let me go fire this up."
Oh man, I was like Carolinas, huh? They just magically got everything done, huh?
Yeah. No, so they really are. They're updating some. I don't know if you know what SAP is or not.
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah. Well, they're updating it. It's going to be Nexus, and
Yeah.
all of our material movement, all our DAPOs, batch records, everything, it all takes SAP. So for at least the next 3 days, we can do nothing. So I had said something to my boss last week. I was like, look, I'm not going to burn vacation, but I will take excused unpaid. And then he said, well, that'll count against you. And I was like, it's right in the title, dude. Excused. So we argued about that for a little bit. And then this morning I pulled it up and showed it to him where it is excused. It does not count against me. So now I'm off the next 3 days.
Well, so what
Until
you're
he starts
saying
to work.
is that unlike Freddie, you could actually come down and go fishing with somebody.
That's pretty much what I'm saying. Now, well, I don't
Man.
know what's going to happen. Aren't we supposed to get like 6 inches of snow?
What? We're supposed to get like 1 to 3 today. It won't stick. It'll stick, but it won't last long, I don't think. I mean, tomorrow.
I
Well,
don't
tomorrow's a high of 28. Sunday a high of 41 and sunny. So
I don't know. I mean, I really don't care what happens because I'm not at work.
yeah, they're still calling for 1 to 3 inches today, which most of it looks to be 7, 8 o'clock.
I will have to go. I got to go pick Telly up from work today. So, because
Yeah, probably wouldn't be a good idea to just leave her there. I'd probably get.
well, when I left, I said, "See you Wednesday," because that's the next day we're scheduled to work after this weekend. So she's on her own till Wednesday. I don't know how she's getting home.
Oh Lord have mercy! You better pick my friend up. Murillo says SAP is probably the second worst system I've ever or even worked with. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a grouchy old warehouse dog. What's up, David?
Yeah, when SAP goes down, we can't do anything. Supposedly, this update is going to make it all better.
That's what they always say.
That's what they always say.
It'd be the greatest system ever created. I don't want to work today.
Don't do it. See, it'd be like me. I decided I didn't want to work, so I'm not.
I wish. One of my supervisors is off, and that's all I allow off. Is that there's 2 supervisors underneath me, and then there's me, and only one of us can be off. That's my rule.
I don't like the idea that I had to take it unpaid. I think it should have been company business.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
But
What do they expect you? What would you have had to do if you just wanted to work? You would have just sat there and done
there's
nothing and got paid for it?
absolutely nothing that I could do. I can't even do that because all of our reviews, everything that we could review, you have to go into SAP to do it.
Well, that's what I'm
It's not
saying.
just.
Are they going
It's
to
not
pay you?
just us. Go ahead.
I was saying, would they just pay you to sit there and twiddle your thumbs for 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever it is?
Yes.
That's stupid.
And the two guys that I work with, the two guys that do the same job as me, they didn't leave. They're going to sit there and twiddle their thumbs. I'm like, I got better things to do. Like get on Buggy's show and talk with Chad.
You right? And act like them Carolinians they decided to
Carolinians?
go ahead and make the trip. Yeah.
Is that what they are? Carolinians?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting to see if it switches over to my Wi-Fi seamlessly when I pull in the driveway.
It might. You know what was really nice today, Chris?
What's that?
Dee decided to tell me yesterday that she's like, I decided to take tomorrow off because the volume is so low. I was like, oh, that's cool. She's like, oh, and I'm going to take Monday off too. I'm like, oh, nice. Oh, Chris is freezing. It's probably switching over already because he's got a big fancy house and internet now. So I was like, cool. You can save me a trip in the morning. You can take the kid to school. Put her right to work. Wake your little butt up. I like it. Eric. That ain't true. I would take you guys out again. Even if you guys talk so much smack. Let's hope the brakes work.
Am I back?
He's coming in hot, guys and gals. Hope the brakes work.
I didn't hear any of that because I lost signal.
Yeah, I noticed. Now, Dee decided that she was going to take off work today and Monday. So I decided, being the great husband that I am, that she could wake up early this morning and take the kid to school while I just sat here and BS'd with Buggy.
There you go.
But now I got probably about 15 more minutes. I'm going to have to get out of here and set up my computer.
Yeah, I'm gonna. What's going on in here?
Oh, Buggy! When Buggy gets back, he's got somebody else that's in the basement saying, "Tell Buggy I'm backstage and I'm ready to talk some smack."
Yeah, I just saw that comment, but it doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me who it is.
It's because they got their name listed differently than who they are, because they're so scared to say they're one of them. They're probably one of them internet warriors that just wants to talk smack under a fake name and
yeah, probably won't even turn the camera on.
Probably won't.
All right, well, I'm gonna back out because I got to go in the house. You know how it's gonna be. The dogs are gonna go nuts.
Alrighty, I'll be right here, scratching my nose because my sinuses are
Love you all, Mike.
driving me nuts. Chad, take your workout on the boat.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. Hold on, I got you. Yeah. There we go. Sorry about that.
God.
I was helping
Here
Pop.
comes. That's all right, Buggy. No problem, man.
I'm tired of you up here talking crap. It's time for us. It's time to throw down. Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Buggy, do you hear something?
I don't hear
This-
anything.
Hey, just listen up, little boy.
Speaker buzzing.
This-
No, hold on. Who you calling little boy? Boy.
You just sit back and listen because this is an official call out. I want a 5v5 battle royal next weekend. Me,
Oh,
Tara. Listen here. Me, Tara, Martin, Curtis, Eric versus Chad, Chris, D, Telly, and whoever else they want to add in.
5v5. You heard it here first, folks. Breaking news.
5v5 battle royal.
Dog pound.
Do you really want to go there?
I do.
versus
What we got next
the-
Sunday?
Yep.
Let's see.
versus the
Chris
Chad.
knew I was.
I don't
Chris
know.
knew
It's
I-
going to be a high of 52.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Wait.
5v5.
So who do I get? You said I get
5.
I get D,
You get-
Buggy, who?
I
get-
don't know if I can go. I wish I
It's-
could.
You and D, Chris and Telly, and one other person, whoever you want to add.
Oh man, who could I add? Because you've already taken everybody around here, except for Big Bill's veteran catfishing. Because I know he's watching. He'd be on my team. He
There you
can't
go.
catch no fish, but he'd
That's
be
a
on my team.
5v5 right there, battle royal.
You don't want none of this.
I don't got some. I done put it out there.
You heard it here first. I got
Internet
it written
warrior.
down.
You know he's
What?
going Buggy. You know he's going to make excuses as soon as I start whooping his tail, like he always does.
Yeah. River too high, logs floating down. What's the
Exactly.
date next Sunday?
He'd be like, the wind was blowing the wrong direction.
What's the date next Sunday? Anybody?
Oh shit, I don't know.
I got somebody will throw it up in
They're
chat for us.
20.
Somebody.
We got 25th.
All right, February
And
25th.
I'll be honest, I don't know. My arm might be tired, J Puppy.
Oh yeah.
Signing all them autographs at CatCon like I'm going to do. My arm might be wore out.
5v5, February 25th. The Dog Pound versus Chadwick 5. Got it here. I wrote it down. It's official. Where are my glasses? So
Oh
I
shit,
can see.
it's unofficial now.
I gotta keep an eye on them. Yeah, it's written down. It's official once it's written down. There's rules,
Yeah.
and I'll show you to make sure you know it's
Is it- wait a
written
minute.
down right there.
What
Dog
are
pound
what are the
versus-
rules? Is this Fight Club or
I
This
think
says-
most fish, any kind, doesn't matter.
It's most weight. Any three, channel, blue, or flathead, don't matter. Most weight.
Most weight. I'm writing it down.
who's keeping track
Run
of the
with,
weight?
just like Street Outlaws. You run what you brung.
Most weight, any fish. See you, John, brother. Have a good time. When are you going fishing with him so I can mark it?
Hey, Buggy, time Uncle Lou out for me. He just started too early for me. Time him out.
I don't know how to do that, man. I've never done it before. Seriously. The only time I done it's when I fell asleep one time on Hog Leg Show and done it by accident.
Yeah, who's
Yeah, I
hosting
can
this?
host that. I can host that for sure. What time?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a Sunday, so you may not want to start too early. Or you may want to start at daylight. It's up to you.
I did the call outs. Chad's decision
No,
on
dude,
that.
this is all you. However you want to try to set up to beat us. I mean,
Actually, we better see if Chris could even do it. You know, hell,
that's true.
Yeah.
got 30 excuses. He took off running because he knew who was back here.
Oh yeah, once he figured it
be
out, I bet.
Determined. TBD.
There's my that Halloween that I dressed up as Chris.
Yeah.
That's a picture from it.
Now we know he has internet, so he ain't got no excuse not to get up here.
Yeah, he did say he was going to pull in the house and see if it
Yeah.
seamlessly connected through. You're right.
Well, he was at the house, but he had needed to walk in, and the dogs will start going crazy.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he decided to step down, but
And
he
I need to-
may jump back up here.
See, I need to have my finger on the mute button if that happens because my dogs jump up every time it happens.
What's up, Dave? Russ? I ain't even gonna acknowledge the BBC guy there.
Did you say you have Eric and Curtis on your team?
Yep.
I could probably steal Curtis. I could be like, Curtis, come look at the graph.
I tell you what. Here, I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna give you Curtis, and I'm gonna take Sambo.
No. Gauntlet thrown.
Well, as long as you have Eric and not Curtis, because Eric can't hook a fish.
Yeah, you have to have the one with the
James
driver's
Light.
license.
All right. Well, you got Curtis on yours, and I'm going to take Sammy, so Sammy can take Eric out.
Well, we got to watch how many screens we got too, because we
Well,
can only have so many.
I'll have me, Tara, and Martin on one, and then Sammy and Eric on one. So we only got 2 taken up.
And then 2 from you guys, or even 3, still be good, wouldn't we? How many can you have?
10.
Okay, yeah, I'm a paying customer, so I think we're good.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
plenty of time. Thanks, there. Get up here, Chris. That's what you missed. You got called out.
All we got to do is y'all get together and figure out the time, and I'll get something made up to post.
Oh, Jody. J-Dog's top 5 excuses. 1, my water's up. 2, my water's down. 3, there's logs in the water. 4, there's river lettuce in my line. 5, it's windy.
Hey, you know what the worst part about that is she ain't wrong.
She's not.
I mean, usually I would go, I would say something smart, but I really can't on that one. That was good.
Well, we were talking about it this weekend. It's me and Bill. Our river is weird. Like literally, everything disappeared. The bait, the catfish, everything disappeared this weekend. On Sunday when we were all out, Jan, it's like we both caught 1 fish. What you guys got 2?
Yeah.
But for the most part, the fish disappeared. The bait disappeared.
Especially when every trip before that produced 8 or more.
Yeah.
Oh, I said you want your pillows on. We ain't gonna know where Pop. We're here for the day,
Go
buddy.
back to work.
We're not going
Today.
anywhere.
At least it's Friday. It's been a long
We're
week.
here for the day. We're just gonna hang out, all right?
That old Pop Meemaw, she got pretty smart in her old age.
Who, Meemaw Jody? You let me know what time. We got to see if, like you said, we got to see if Chris is even available. It might be too cold for him too. He's a fair weather fisherman, so.
Yeah, we might have to see if he has to travel to Tennessee to do it because he's too scared to do it on his own water.
Oh man, you gonna talk smack about my partner?
Well, yeah, he ain't up here. He ain't up here to defend himself.
That's my job is to talk smack about my partner.
I put some extra soap and some of that stuff in it.
I mean, right now he's pacing back and forth in the hallway. Don't know what to do.
Hey, Buggy, Chris is in the basement when you get back, buddy.
Got a lot in it now, but we're good. There we go. We're good. It's all good.
It's all
I
good.
said it's all good then. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I got you, Chris. My
You're
bad.
fine.
I'm sorry, brother. I was in there helping Pop. It'll be a really, really long day today.
What you got to say about yourself?
Who, me?
Just tell him to
Yeah,
bring
you.
I don't even know what's going on.
your fishing Sunday.
I'm doing
Here,
what?
I'll show you. I got it right here on paper. There we go. 5v5, the dog pound versus the Chadwick 5.
That's right.
February 25th. Most weight, any fish.
Are you working not this weekend, but the next? Well, you'll be ready to fish Sunday, right? Next Sunday.
Next Sunday's CatCon.
No, it's not.
Saturday.
Saturday's CatCon.
Yeah, next Friday, Saturday. Oh, you want to do it after CatCon?
Sunday.
Yeah. Sunday.
That way Martin can fish.
Oh.
I want me, Tara, Martin, Eric, and Sambo versus Chad, D, Chris, Telly, and Curtis.
Wait a minute. Whose boat's Curtis going to be on?
Chad's, because it was his idea.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm getting Curtis now.
Wait, hold on, Brian. I got you, buddy. I'm new at all this, so bear with me.
Don't bring this fart for into this. He ain't got nothing to do with it.
That'll be $5.
I mean, I'll call you out for first thing in the morning if you want.
You do what?
I said, I'll call you out for first thing in the morning if you want to.
Honestly, Brian B ain't got nowhere to be on Sunday. They probably he don't have to be back to work till like that following Friday. I don't think so. He could probably fish.
So you want to make it 6 on 6 and we're going?
Now he'd be driving home from CatCon, won't he?
Well, I don't know. Brian B's got to do whatever his bosses up there in the Potomac tell him to do.
Yeah.
Oh, no barking.
Jody, that'd be enough of that.
That is kind of funny though.
I'm sure there's ways to adjust volume and stuff, but that's on a Hog Leg show, not this one.
Kimber!
She looked.
Kimber!
Kimber, baby.
Where's your ball?
Look, Brian B came up and killed the show. He does it. He does it every Thursday night too.
Uh-oh.
So Sunday after CatCon.
Yes.
This is getting serious
What time?
now.
We'll be, I think we're still going to be in Louisville Sunday morning
Why?
because we sleep Saturday night.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Why didn't I get invited?
He can't.
Nobody loves me. Nobody wants me on their team.
That's where all the cool kids are hanging out.
Yeah. This is the Breakfast Club detention.
And why can't you vote the CatCon with you?
No. Why in the world would I drag that boat all the way down to Louisville just to drag it all the way back to Tanner's Creek or somewhere?
Why wouldn't you fish Louisville?
Yeah.
Nah.
At least there you'd
Yeah,
have better opportunities.
Yeah, try something new.
We fished down there before. Well, I mean, we've never fished below the dam. Good place to start.
Chicken, 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 chicken.
All right, well, I'll let you all figure it all out, and just let me know what I'm doing, and I will whoop your tail.
What do I?
Yeah,
What do
thank
I
you for
win?
your help, man. I truly
Oh, you're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Yeah, I gotta get set up for work now. So
Yeah, I'm sure I understand, but I sure appreciate you helping me out.
you're
So what-
welcome, Buggy.
What am I going to be winning?
We ain't got that far yet.
Yeah, we ain't made that far yet.
What the heck's going on here, by the way?
5v5.
Oh my.
The Dog Pound versus the Chadwick 5.
The Chadwick 5.
I like it, right?
I
Like
don't know
that?
if
I
I
like
like
I don't care if you
I
like,
like
it or not. This is my tournament. No, I'm kidding.
I like the way
I
you
just
talk.
came up with it on the fly because I needed a name real quick. You guys are welcome to discuss it and change your team name to whatever you want it to be. As long
Actually, I
as
like
it's profane. I can be profane. Hell, I don't care. They just limit the audience if you do that, though. To kids, because there ain't no adults in here.
Chadwick 5. That sounds like they should be making a documentary about us or something.
Exactly. Right. Sounds serious, doesn't it? That's why I made it that way. It sounds like a serious team, the Chadwick 5.
Losers dance
This
on
week
stage
on the
at CatCon
Chadwick
with Brian
5,
B.
they will be educating the
Well,
dog
we're
pound
fishing
on the art of
after
fishing
CatCon.
for catfish on the Ohio River.
When is this showdown supposed to go down?
Sunday after CatCon.
Oh,
See you, Finn, buddy.
What time are we starting? 8?
Yeah. Yeah.
See you, Kelly, buddy. Sorry, all you people who came in while I was going, I'm sorry I missed you, man, but Dad's having a day today, so I've already picked him up off the floor twice and emptied the pee bucket twice, so it's only going to get better from here.
And I guess we could just drive home Saturday after CatCon.
Well, there ain't no awards show. It's Friday night now, so it closes at what, 5 on Saturday?
I don't know what time it closes. I mean, I know, but I think pretty sure we've already got a hotel room for Saturday night.
I still don't see why you don't take your boat.
See you, Finn.
Well, number one, I'm not dragging the boat all the way down there. Just leave it set in the parking lot all weekend.
And have to try to find a parking place for it.
And in that hotel, the parking is not boat friendly.
And even at CatCon, there's not a lot.
Well, that's what I
What
mean.
hotel are you guys all at?
What's up? What's that, Roger?
What hotel is everybody staying at?
That Town Place Inn where we're at, I believe, over by the airport.
I'm staying at the Bug Hilton. Hilton
Bug
Bug.
Hilton.
Oh, it must be cold. It looks frosty out there. We better get a gander.
That's probably the only way we can do it is if we just come home Saturday instead of staying Saturday night.
That's up to you.
No, that's up to Telly.
We would ask her, but she's working.
That's right. I left her ass open.
Where you headed, Roger?
What's that, buddy?
Where you headed?
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio.
You gonna go to a gas station encounters while you're there?
Gas station or what?
You don't watch gas station encounters?
No.
Oh my God, that's a great channel.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's a gas station in Columbus, Ohio. They've got over 1 million subs, I think. It's all about the shoplifting and stuff. They confront all the shoplifters that come in that gas station.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the guy that runs the channel is hilarious.
I can't keep up with all the channels I'm subscribed to now. I can't add any of those.
I'll send you a link to it later.
I got you.
You don't hook your boat up and drop it off at Chad's.
Because Chad's is nowhere near Louisville.
Oh, but you could just go there and then swing down and then go to CatCon. He's only an hour, a little over an hour from CatCon.
I'm only a little over an hour from CatCon.
It'd be less driving if you did that than if you went home and then came back.
From Chad's to Chad don't have room for my boat. He don't even have room for his own boat.
Okay, then we'll take it to my brother-in-law's lot and leave it there where it's under lock and key. And you can only 30 seconds to the river.
Uncle Lou, you'll love that channel. Now we'll figure it out.
Do they serve food?
Who? Gas station encounters. I can't believe you guys don't know that channel.
I think you got more free time than I do.
That might be.
Whose TV are we listening to?
Taking over
Not mine.
Hoops Stadium on Saturday, of course, but your fans can kind of try that out all themselves. What do you hope fans get out of it?
So after the couples show the other night, Jackie wanted to learn how to start tying rigs on her own. I came home last night. She figured out how to tie the Doc Lang snail knot and a Kentucky rig.
That's awesome.
She was sitting at the table tying rigs.
She's hooked.
She is. She's got it bad, man.
Well, thanks for being here. I'm going to go ahead and try to take your topic started without warming up. The crossover opens today at 2. It's $20 for kids to get in, and $35 for adults.
All right, so Sunday after CatCon is what I need to talk to Telly about. We'll figure it out.
We've got some underground caves in Kentucky. I've got some underground lakes underwater, and you get in a crystal clear kayak and kayak on this water underground.
Yeah. That'd be
That's
fun.
what we're doing on Sunday. She bought these tickets for Christmas for me, and since we're already going to be there, we went ahead and booked our trip for the Sunday after CatCon to go do the kayaking adventure. I don't know how they'd feel if I tried to fish. Guess there's some trout down there.
The weekend is truly an international one. Fans are coming from all over. Team Landon says he came in from Australia for his brother's wedding.
Dee said, "Damn, Roger, she sounds like a key." For
One of the best players in the world. So him living in Indiana.
Yeah, she's all right.
This whole experience. So we're going to everything.
That's wrong.
She wants everything to be pretty.
he did say trout.
Not trouser trout.
Uncle Lou said, "Underwater water."
Underground water. There we go. These caves down in the ground got lakes in them.
Fishing Fever said they went to an underground lake in Tennessee when he was a kid. It was stocked with trout. The guy said they only allowed fishing on February 30th, and my mother fell for it.
You ever been to Mammoth Cave on the tour thing when they shut the lights out?
Yep.
I've never been to Mammoth Cave. We've been to a few caves, but not Mammoth Cave.
I'm
Yeah, I
telling
don't
you,
think I've
man,
been to Mammoth.
dark is dark, man. It's unbelievable.
They did
Yes.
that, and went to some caves in Tennessee. They did that. It's dark.
The cool part, the one in Mammoth, they took a stick with a nail on it and cloth dipped in kerosene, and they'd light it and they'd flip it back in this cavern. And they flipped about maybe 5 of them, and it lit that cavern up back there. And said that years ago, before they run electricity down there, that was part of how they did the tour. But it was really cool looking when the cloths were all back in there lighting up this cavern with the stalactites and stuff coming out. It was pretty cool. And that's a big cave. Mammoth Cave is. I think they said if I understood them correctly, it's been years since I've been there, but there are parts of it that's never been explored.
The one I went to is a story about a little boy who found it when he was like 8 or 10 years old, found this cave in their backyard and never told a soul until he grew up, went to college, and had money to buy the land back, and then went back and dug that cave and opened it up to the public. But he knew about it his entire life and never told anyone.
No kidding. How cool is that?
That was pretty wild.
Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool, actually. Okay, chat. I'm sorry. I've had one of them days. Hey, Ernie. Good morning, buddy. I just been one of them mornings, unfortunately. Usually Dad sleeps all the way through this stuff, but not today. And then for some reason he was standing there and he was getting ready to turn around, put him in his chair, and both legs just went. And he dropped like that. I was like, are you kidding me? And then there's a whole process to pick a person up that you can't pick up. What's this right here?
I know all about that.
How's your mom doing, Roger?
She's having more problems. So where they went through and cut her open 3 times now, she's got hernias that are popping through the incision.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, so she has 3 hernias. 2 of them are through the incision that they made down her stomach. Her stomach is a hot mess. So all the scar tissue and stuff, it's crazy. But she's having issues with 3 hernias, and she's just scared to do another surgery. doesn't want to do another surgery.
I don't blame her.
But those, most of those are laparoscopic, where they, minimally invasive, so it's not as bad. But she's just over. She's over.
Hey, Kelly, that's cool. You've been there a few times. Yeah, Mammoth Cave's pretty cool. It's worth going to see. I mean, the tour is really, really cool.
I've been to Carter's Cave. That's a really good one.
Bring your walking shoes. I know that.
You've been to that one, Chris?
I've been to the Bat Cave.
Oh god.
No, I don't remember. There's some of them down here in southern Indiana we went to, but I don't remember what they're called.
It's crazy how dark it is when the lights are out in there.
Oh yeah, I mean you get down in there and they turn them lights out.
It is. Yeah, it you can't even describe it. My
Well,
son and his buddies used to go caving when they were in high school. I'm off Sunday. Sunday. We'll show you the whole sea
Oh, boy.
on the edge. That's his wife. Yes, ma'am. But a friend of his grandparents or something owns some land down in southern Indiana that has caves on it. And, so they're not like public caves or anything. But they used to go all the time.
I just couldn't imagine what it'd be like having a headlamp on, going a mile or two back in there, and it go out on you.
Yeah. There's a state park here in Indiana that has one, and it's got half-assed bars at the entrance. You're technically not supposed to go in it. But you walk back maybe, 20 yards or so, and then there's an opening about that big around. You got to get down and crawl through it. And I don't know, probably freshman high school maybe. And we went there, and I was in the back. And every time I put my hand down, my flashlight went out.
Marengo Cave, that's one of them we went to down in southern Indiana.
Well, Rustic, if the hole was over 6 feet deep, technically you created a cave. Now you can charge admission to see. And that one's best. The insurance will be cheap.
This one cave we went to, there was an underground brewery. They had I don't know if it was during Prohibition or what, but they had a bar underground, and people would go down there and drink. But I guess due to the being below the surface, the pressure is different. Alcohol would affect you different. They would get drunk down there, but when they came up out of it and they got back on ground, oh God, what the hell? Some of them died from alcohol poisoning because the alcohol hit them so much harder above ground than it did below ground.
Really? That's wild.
So they had to shut. They
like that.
They shut it all down.
Come on, little guy.
But they're still they still got stills and everything else down there, just kind of showing like how they did it, and what they did back there.
Right.
I'll bet there's more than one cave in Kentucky that's got stills in them too. Now that you mention that,
I
I guarantee it.
yeah, that would have been a perfect place to have your still. Actually,
All right, I'm gonna jump out, give me something for breakfast, and then figure out
Say,
what I'm
buddy.
gonna do the rest of the day.
I'm making biscuits and gravy later when everybody gets
Ooh,
up
I like biscuits and gravy.
with some Jimmy Dean sausage.
We supposed to be getting some snow or something today. They got all the roads treated up here.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
3
Are we?
inches or so here.
Say, I just watched my weather and it said we're going to get some here, but the town 10 miles south of me, it says it's going to rain. So I don't know which way to
I
go.
hope we don't get it.
Either way it goes, I'm not leaving the house because Pop's not going to be able to do anything today. So that reminds me, I need to text the shower lady and tell her today's probably not a good day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, Chris. Love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy. Love y'all.
See ya. See you, brother.
Just the three of us. I could beat Roger and don't even have to try. Just the three of us. You like
I'm
my
gonna
song?
cry. Yeah. My old buddy Herbie went out yesterday. He fished Point Pleasant, and they got 20 fish yesterday.
Nice.
Our river, our pool went totally jacked up. I don't know what the heck happened. It went from 19 feet to 35 feet in 2 days.
Yeah, that's what mine
Man.
did. Come on. Go ahead.
Yeah, we didn't get no rain or nothing. What the hell?
Yeah, we went straight up and straight back down. I don't want to cry because Jody's in here. She'll say something about it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, they got the most consistent water out of everybody.
They don't know what it's like to fish a real river here.
Yeah, he was heading down to my pool. I said, "Hey, you might want to rethink that." He said, "Why?" I sent him a picture of the water graph. I said, "It's a straight wall. I mean, straight up and down. They opened the gates up." So, why? What? So what happened? I said, "I don't know. I don't know if
Right. Coming. That's what happened.
Well, I don't know what's going on with that barge that sank in Portsmouth. They had a barge that hit something and started to sink last weekend, and they ran it aground. They beached it to get everybody off the barge, off the tug. And I don't know if they had to maybe raise the pool level to get that thing up and moving again, or I don't know if it has anything to do with anything. I was just trying to rack my brain.
Can you imagine what that had to hit to knock a hole in a barge? Too many crickets.
I don't know.
That had to have been something awful.
Yeah, I don't know of anything down through there that's like that. We fished that, and I can't think of anything that would have done that. Unless he ran it super shallow and just, I don't know.
What you doing, Kill? What are you barking at, little guy? Don't you get him over here this morning. Butter will come over later. Butter ain't coming right now. He'll come later. Come on. He's standing out there calling his buddy. The big dog next door, he's standing out there looking over at his house barking like, "Come on, dude, come over, we'll get treats." "Oh, you want a treat, honey? Okay, you're a good girl, you can have one."
I want a treat.
I want a trick.
Be right back.
What, you going up there to work?
The blanket
Just go up.
or the cookie?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, working.
There you go. Oh, you're gonna come in now, ain't you? I see how you are. You heard the bag rattle all the way out there, huh? All right, there you go. Nothing brain. Go on in there.
Got the sneezes going on today.
Yeah, old buddy will probably be showing up here directly. He's getting a little bossy now, though. He just walked right in the door, about 3/4 of his body in the door the other morning.
Huh.
Like, "Hey, I'm here to get my snack," but he's pretty cool. Good. I told him, "Hey, man, back on out of my door a little bit." He went out and sat down outside. Okay, let me get my chat people here because so sorry, no water pills, no water pills for Ernie.
Uh-oh.
Let us know out there. Yeah, thank you, Lou. I'll get you back.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy with the way this winter's gone. We had like two weeks of cold, and that's it.
Yeah. All right, dog, I'll get you back. Those are coming my way, buddy. I guarantee it. By late afternoon.
Oh, man.
Kelly, you guys got 2 inches where at? That's what she said. That's what she said.
No, I knew somebody had to go there.
Jody, we're on the same team. You can't treat me like this anymore.
I don't think Jody plays by the same rules.
But she's gonna have to. We're teammates. Amelia.
Hey, good morning, Dave. I know it's after 8, but I really don't have any rules on my show about when it ends, and I tried to start at 5. Today it was 5:15. Only because the little guy didn't want me to start the show early. He wanted to chase the cat around. I was trying to feed the cat, and he was chasing the cat. And I told him, if you wake my dad up, little dog, you will live outside the rest of your days.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, he went
We
and
all
jumped
know
up
that-
on Mom.
We all know the kitty cat gets what the kitty cat wants.
Yeah. Well, the cat's real mellow, man. He's like a chill dude. And if he would just turn around and smack that dog in the nose one time and make him bleed, he'd never chase her again.
Hey, Muskrat. Kelly says that he
Yeah.
has a new spotlight ready, but you're not allowed to look at it until the show.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
I can't read the context in the past or the comments in the past if I don't remember the context. Now, who you gonna make rules in my show? I can do anything I want.
Time him
Man,
out, I dare you.
That's right. I got power, man. You know what?
Hit him with the hammer.
Hit
Stick him with the hammer.
I would, but I don't know how to do that. I'm going to learn how one of these days.
Just hit his name and it'll say ban, timeout, blah blah blah. Don't ban him though, just time him out.
I don't want to hurt his feelings, man. You know, he's kind of sensitive like that. You got to treat Kelly with a certain...
Everybody is nowadays.
Boy, they are, ain't they? I miss the FU days. And you could tell somebody FU and wouldn't end up in HR.
Well, we don't have an HR, so you tell him.
That's right. I was going to say, I can remember when we didn't have an HR.
Yeah. Hey, a funny story. Target, when I worked there, they asked me to become part of HR. I said, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, no, I'll pass.
Yeah, like, that'd be my shortest career ever.
Did she really, Curtis, or are you just making that? Okay, there she goes. I did not sell my pontoon. You know, you catch more fish if you go back to it. Just saying.
Look, you did it. You made him cry. He said he'll just go back to work. Good job, Buggy.
I'm sorry, man. I apologize, Kelly. Will you please still be my friend, buddy? I ain't got a lot.
Hey, my buddy, man. I hope you're happy.
I'm locked in this house all by myself, except for old people. I see old people. I love you, Kelly. You know I do, brother. Everybody's just moody because they ain't got to go out fishing or nothing in the wintertime. It's getting near the end. Everybody's getting touchy.
Ain't no reason not to go fishing. Go fishing.
Yep.
Don't get around. He's really touchy, if you know what I'm saying.
I've learned that from you guys that I didn't know you could catfish in the wintertime. You know, I mean,
Oh, man,
I
I
just
love
started
fishing.
doing this, and I'm like, you mean you can do this in the winter too? You kidding me?
I love fishing in the winter.
Well, see, I stopped working outdoors about 20 years ago, and so I didn't have, you know, besides cold weather dirt bike gear, I didn't have any cold weather gear, so I gotta save money throughout this summer and maybe catch some on sale or clearance or something, get me some Carhartt bibs and a coat. Because in my opinion, those are about as good as it gets.
Oh, Kelly
Get the
flipped
black
you off.
blizzard.
What'd you say, J-Dog?
Kelly flipped you off.
Where?
In chat, they gave you the read between the lines.
I see it. Okay. I'm getting my glasses on.
Oh, look, he's got to get his glasses on to get offended.
Yeah, I gotta get read between the lines. Man, Kelly, if you'd have seen the side of me that got on Cody the other week, you probably wouldn't do that. But since I'm exhausted from my morning of picking pop up 3 times now, I think I'll just let it go.
Let it go.
Too short. Oh, Jody telling Curtis, I reckon.
She said, I'll
Hey,
catch more
I'm
fish all
sorry.
week.
Good morning, Chrissy Brown. I didn't see you, honey. Hi. How you feeling? I hope you're good. Whatever lets you sleep at night. It kind of looks like it would snow today. Looks of the sky.
The sun's
Oh, we got-
shining here, but they got all the roads treated.
You got
Really?
Curtis, Pontoon, Jody having a little slap fest in here.
Well, are you over what, Southeast Ohio?
Right now, I'm in Central Ohio. I'm in Columbus.
Oh, okay, yeah. But that's where don't you live over Southeast area?
I live directly dead middle south.
Oh, okay.
That
Cool.
the little tip that sticks down on Ohio, that's
Yeah.
Portsmouth, pretty much.
Oh,
That's where I live.
Dingleberry.
They say Dingleberry?
Yeah, that little dingleberry that hangs down at the bottom there.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
nice. I
that's-
raced National Enduro over. I can't never remember the name of the. It's a state park or a national park, one of the two. MacArthur, maybe. Is it
I
MacArthur
know what-
State Park or something like that?
there might be. I don't
Yeah, it's
know
kind of
MacArthur having a park.
it's kind of south, a little mid south, I reckon. I'll have to look it up. They used to have a big dirt bike race there, a National Enduro.
Ain't nobody like Mid South.
Who?
Poor
I've
Michael.
heard that name before.
Fishing the Mid South.
Oh, okay. I was thinking mid south.
Yep,
Wayne
we got
National
one.
Forest. Thank you, Eric. That's the one I'm talking about. Wayne National Forest. Yeah.
There you go. I was thinking Tar Hollow.
Hmm. I don't know why I think M all the time, but yeah, it's Wayne National Forest. There's dirt bike trails all through it. And
Yeah, them guys still they run ATVs through there every weekend.
yeah, they run the National Enduro. They lay out. I think it's about 75-mile trail. Most of it's single track that they, quads don't go down or nothing, but they use Quad Trail 2 to connect sections. And that's where you go fast and make up all your time. And it's usually where you get hurt at. Hey, Don, morning, buddy. I don't know how long you've been in here, but good morning. It's been a really crazy morning so far. Looks like Pop may be back to sleep. I had to text the shower lady and tell her she can come by, but he ain't getting in the shower. He can't walk hardly. And if he falls in there, I'll never get him up.
Did you get your steering straightened out, Roger?
No, Cable will be here Monday.
Hey, Dave, where you at? It's going to be 70 high and then drop to 44 tomorrow.
It's up 3 nights.
That 71 degrees is awesome.
Good morning, Don.
Don lives right behind the place used to have a national motocross race at. I've been over a bunch of times. Camp outside of Troy, Ohio, at Kenworthy's Motor Park. I think it's closed down now, though. But I'm going fishing with him this summer. Oh, Little Rock, cool, man. I'm going. There's a country song named Little Rock, wasn't there? What's the name of that song? I'm going to Little Rock.
Reba sung it.
Okay. Back when I still made country music. Mhm.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, y'all gonna get all technical and call him Donald, huh? Y'all on first name basis now. I see how it is.
They special.
Yeah, they trying to move in. I got the Kenworthy's locked though, so I got it in anyway. Me and him can talk about the track. We'll go fishing.
I tried to take Kelly as a partner against Regulators and a partner of his choice, but he wouldn't do it.
Huh. I'd have been all over that.
Scared of Kelly, I think.
Even if I'd had to call in a favor from my son and say, "You're coming to my house and staying this week." Now, he come and hung out with Mom last Saturday. Even though, to quote her, I don't need a babysitter. And I was like, it's not for you. It's so I don't have to worry about you. Yeah, she's going to come by anyway. That's cool. Because I told the shower lady if she wanted to burn up some clock time, she's welcome to come here and hang out and just mark it down as a couple hours here. Because that's got to be a hard job giving old people showers and stuff, man. It's got to be.
Tell her you needed a bath.
If she was good looking, I'd say, well, you just come over and give me a shower today. But unfortunately, it's not that way.
We heard your stories. It don't matter.
Now, Dad's nurse, that's another story. And she texts me all the time, like 9, 10 o'clock at night, too. So you never know.
You should never know.
Skinny Bug would have had a chance. Fat Bug probably don't have much of one. Let's see.
All right, well, I'm hopping off here. The fun's over. I've done my smack talking for today.
You are.
Huh?
You ain't gonna come backstage in a little bit?
I might. Yep.
Okay.
Send me-
I figured I'd leave it running, and if Uncle Lou and them want to come around, that's fine. If not, I'll sit here and do some work. Maybe I'll send some more nasty emails to the lender that owes me $1,000 that seems to think they ain't got to pay me.
Right.
They're over in Illinois. I just realized that. They're not that far.
All right, I may be up later.
Okay, brother.
All right, see ya.
We'll see you
Crack
guys.
the dog's head for me.
Yep.
She loves me. Evie the dog loves me.
Yeah, Buggy, I'm made it to where I got to go. I'm going to hop up here
That's
as
cool,
well.
brother. I appreciate you coming
busy.
out. Where
Problem,
I
you all
usually
have
end, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, just tell everybody have a good one.
Yeah, I usually end this at 9 so I don't run over tying flies and coffee or whatever it's called. I always forget what it's called. Yeah, I got my dad's nurses tell me facilities that are close, that are good to be, if when it comes time to put Dad in one.
I got you. All right, y'all. You have a good day, and we'll catch you on the water.
Okay, Roger, we'll see you. You going to CatCon next week? Oops, never mind. Yeah, Don, I'm not going to get to go, brother, unfortunately. If the lender I was speaking of a second ago would send me my $1,000 they owe me and have for the last 2 months, I'd probably be able to go, but I think I'm going to have to sue them small claims court or something. I don't know.
I didn't know what else to do. Felt like I was been solid back and forth over the effects hating him. Loving you.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm sorry. I didn't know my camera's off. My bad. There we go. I'm going to text my dad's nurse for a minute.
I didn't expect him to be like he is, though.
I wish I could make you understand that what you want to do isn't right, but I don't know how to tell you. Especially when I wish you dead myself.
Oh, I forgot. I was going to show off my fishing poles that my friends gave me for my birthday. Here we go. Oh, we got a tangle. Nice. We have a tangle. There we go.
want you to suffer the way she did.
First off, J Dog, for my birthday, I put the reel on. He hooked me up with this Mad Catz old school with the cork handles, which I love cork handles. And the first fish I caught last weekend, it was caught on this one too. So it was kind of a karma thing. In fact, the two bigger fish I caught were caught on this one. And so that's going to probably be my main fishing pole, I'm thinking. And then we met Chad Sunday on the licking, and he gave me a Hellcat Patriot rod, which is just as good as it gets. I'm a bet. I was going to buy one of these last year, but I didn't have the money. So because they're both pretty cool rods, I put my Abu 100th anniversaries on them and took them off my big two-piece rods. And J-Dog did give me, with his rod, there was a PC Fun on it. And I put it on one of my other rods that I robbed the Abus from. But I was really humbled that they thought enough of me to give me a couple fishing rods for my birthdays, which I'll have these for the rest of my life. They'll never go nowhere. And oh shit, hold on. Don't y'all know I'm doing something? Uncle Lou, I ended up back at Walmart yesterday. Oh, the one on the south end. Oh, that reminds me. It's that time of year, and I didn't even remember until I was at Walmart yesterday. And bar none, the greatest candy ever made. I don't care what you say. The Whoppers Robin egg. Oh my! Are you kidding me? The malted milk ball eggs. I freaked, man. I was like, oh my God. You want to get them this time of year. And I don't know if you can freeze them or not, but I was like, get out of here. So I have one bag right now, but I may try to buy a couple more and see if I can freeze them or something. I don't know if you can, but those are the greatest food known to mankind. In fact, I shouldn't have got them out. I haven't had any breakfast yet. Yeah, Walmart sucks for everything, to be honest with you, Kelly. I hate going there, but yeah, the one, Lou, was a quick trip. I just had to go in and get oh crap. I don't remember what it was now. Oh, get some pull-ups things because the shower lady will be bringing some today from the hospice people, but he was out, and it's a good thing I did, believe me. And I had and that's when I seen the robin's eggs, so it was kind of a karma type thing, God was like, dude, you're forgetting that it's that time of year to get the greatest food known to mankind. Hey, Dustin, how are you, buddy? And I ate some on the way home. I haven't had any since then. Double hook angling comes on at 8, guys, or 9 my time, 8 his time, and because I live in God's time. Hi, Lisa. So I'll I forgot what I was thinking. I'll probably close this up about 9 or so you guys can go over there or whatever. Hey, Ernie, if you want to click the backstage thing when it gets over or whatever. I don't know how to send the link. Curtis and Eric know how to do that. Tilly, quit whining, please. If you wake him up, I'm going to be so angry at you. I'll be right back. I got a dog getting ready to wake up a sleeping old man.
Call now and get 2 rechargeable Neo hearing aids for just $297 with a free portable charging case and free shipping. The rechargeable Neo is nearly invisible with its tiny in-ear canal design, and you can get 2 rechargeable Neo hearing aids with a 45-day.
That reminds me. Oh, shoot. I got to tell her to not come early, because please don't come early.
Call 800-709-1597. Thanks for hanging in there. Clarity returns in 60 seconds. Does cooking feel like a kitchen battle? You do. Granite Armor Max, the revolutionary cookware set with 4 durable layers of ultra non-sticks.
Ah.
No oil or butter needed. You can get the Granite Armor Max set for just 4 easy payments of $39.99.
There we go. Please, not too early. Hey, I'll see you, Don, man. We'll stay in touch. Let me see. What did I say? Curtis, I forget now. Let me see what I missed. Yeah, okay, we're good. Ain't that what you say all the time? Probably. Hey, Curtis, check that out. It worked perfect. Literally was a perfect match for the scratches on the fishing poles. I got lucky. I nailed that. Which I got to go through and, do another little light touch-up spot on it. But if you look at them, you don't really see any black marks anymore, any scratches or anything. Yeah, a couple there I still got to touch up. Because my OCD, I can't be having no scratches or anything. Oh, about the shower lady. Yeah, please don't come too early. That's what she says to me. Yeah, and this was even the cheap nail polish. I don't know much about fingernail polish or whatever, but it smells good. I know that. No, that's the fingernail polish remover that smells good, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, it smells good too. So I better quit sniffing that. John will come back in and want me to mail him some. I don't know, man. Need to check my email and see if the lender responded to my last really nice email I'm going to send them. I'm texting the nurse lady. I'm sorry I'll be gone. You can talk bad about me when I'm done.
Do you think you can trust Boundary?
Trying to tell the shower lady, don't come until after 12 o'clock, please. Squirrely Traveler. I ain't got my thing to see if any of y'all don't have blue things or not. Hold on. I probably ought to check. Let's see here.
I don't know. You get so tired, Peyton. You just want to wake up.
Yep, everybody got the blue wrenches. They're good. It's snowing there, dog. We'll probably get that. I know Wabash Nate said that it was getting ready to snow there, so usually what he gets hits here in about an hour and a half, depending on how fast it's moving and the direction. I think it's coming this way, so it should come our way. But I think we're sitting right on the line between rain and snow. See what the temperature is. Yeah, see, it's exactly 30 degrees right now, so it'll be close. Or we could end up with that lovely freezing rain. There we go, so I can see everybody. I forgot about that part. I'll put this back up. Oh, no, I can't do that because they'd be texting me again. So anybody got any plans tomorrow or Sunday? Fishing? Working on boats? Watching whatever's on TV to watch now? Sunday's Daytona 500 though, so we got that. Really want to visit like in a storm rain and then drop afterwards. That can't be good. You could end up with some really nice icy stuff. And don't let me run over, guys, because that's rude to do something like that already has an established show. Yeah, Kelly, I'd like to say I may try to do stand day Sunday, but actually, if I can get out and Dad's doing okay, and Mom can take care of him for a couple hours, I'll probably go to church because I haven't been there in person in a few weeks. I may end up going back to bed there in a little bit. Because usually this Friday morning thing's usually my chill time. You know what I mean? I usually get up, everybody's crashed, so I get to hang out and chill a little bit. But unfortunately, Dad had a bad morning. Oh, Rustic, how are you feeling, brother? Has the nerve block wore off now? I forgot to ask, man. See how my brain works? I don't remember that stuff. Oh, man, I sure hope some of the pain block still lingers, Rustic.
Too much. I'm going strong. I'm doing the things I love to do, and now I can do it on my own schedule. But you know what helps me the most, everybody? Balance of nature. It's such a simple concept.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You want to make a huge change in your life? Try balance of nature.
Kelly, that's a shame, brother. But you ain't got to go to church anyway. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can have their own relationship and their own viewpoint on things like that. I don't never begrudge no one who doesn't believe. I know technically, you know, as a Christian, I'm supposed to try and encourage you to believe, but you know, I think me not hiding the fact that I'm a Christian and being open about it is enough that, you know, they talk about sowing seeds, so to speak. And today's not bad, Rustic. Okay, yesterday it wore off and it was bad pain then, brother. But today's not so bad, huh? Nice. Don't move it. That's cool, Kelly. If you watch on Sunday mornings at about 10:30, I usually share out my church's service on live, and it just depends on, you know, what kind of stuff people are into. Mine plays really good music, and it's a small church though. It's not some big crazy money grab place. But you know, like I said, you don't have to go to church to have a relationship with God or Jesus, whichever you believe. If you believe in them. Oh, quit. Why you do that? Oh, I can't do it on that one. I see. I can't do it from StreamYard. I have to do it from here, huh? Is anyone having any trouble with their stuff refreshing or whatever? I don't know. My live chat, I have to keep going out of it and coming back in for it to update the new chat. Oh yeah, okay. Want to be outdoors? I don't know what I was thinking. I've got that one. Yeah, Cody and Larry's church is really good. And 3+1 Outdoors does a Wednesday evening Bible study for those of you who might want to. I mean, everyone in there is people you would know from this community, and it's pretty laid back and casual type thing, and it's a lot of fun actually sometimes, and sometimes it gets a little serious. But if you want to come and hang out some Wednesday evenings or something, I forget, 7 o'clock, isn't it? I don't know what time. It used to be 7, but I think they may have switched or something. I don't remember. Okay, that's what I was wondering, D. I was going to go into my settings and apps and force a stop and clear the catch or whatever, and then start it again. I wondered if that's what that was. Okay. Oh, you mean on this one here? Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you say, Stan 3. But yeah, I think, and then I'm like, D, I think it has been doing it for a couple of days, and I've just been too lazy to look into it. 6 to 7. Is that Central Time or our time over here in God's country? Because I think I can't remember if Kentucky's on my same time or not. That's too much thinking for me this morning. I've had a bad morning. I'll post a link to it later. But just look up 3+1, and you can usually go into the live, and it's usually posted for the next week, and you can just click on it to send you a reminder. But it's a pretty good group of people, man. They started it almost 2 years ago now, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe a little over a year. I don't remember, but they weren't real sure what kind of reception it would have or whatever. And it's actually done pretty good. I mean, they're both nice guys anyway, so it's okay even if you just come in and hang out. Want to be outdoors is there, and he has some really, really good comments. He knows the Bible pretty well. That's God's time central. Yeah, I think you may want to talk to God because he told me it was Eastern. That's my time. But anyway, it's 6 Central, 7 Eastern time. Speaking of Easter, did I show you what I got yesterday? Oh man, look at that. And they're actually made by the Whopper company. They're not just molten, they're actually the Whopper people. Those are the ones you got to get. The other ones are fake. And look at all the blue ones in there. That's my favorite. The blue ones, the robin eggs. But they're all called robin eggs, I guess. Good fact, man. You don't want to be outdoors? What's your first name, brother? I know I've heard it before, but I'm sure I miss it. Thank you, D, for posting the link. And I apologize for asking. Oh, Dustin, he had a complete shoulder rebuild the other day. His shoulder was trashed. He showed us, how long the scar and stuff was. It was gnarly. And he still had the nerve block until yesterday, I think it was. Call you what Chad does, idiot. Now Chad calls everyone that. I think we all must be related then. All right, I'm going to call you Matt if that's cool. I won't remember next week, so just forgive me. I had a few concussions racing my dirt bike over 30-some years, and my memory has been affected by that. Actually, I'm not making that up. I've had some CT scans and stuff, and I have some serious memory issues. And yeah, man, shoulders take so long to heal. I think when I had my right one done, I think it was 9 months on it, but I think the left one, I don't think it was tore up as bad, so it only took like 6. But I mean, that's not, you don't lift anything, you don't do nothing for at least 6 months. Because the way I understood it, when the doctor talked about it, they graft your rotator cuff back to the bone, and it has to grow back onto it or whatever, and it grows real slow because there's not a lot of blood flow in that area. Oh, okay, Matt, I understand. Yeah, but some people get mad because I don't remember, and they think I just, just don't care, so I don't, but then that's not the case at all. Believe me, it caused a lot of issues in my relationship with my last girlfriend. I think we were together 10 years or something, and she would get mad, and I'd be like, you don't understand. I don't not remember because it's not important to me. I don't remember. And I even, if you notice, I got that notepad when I come in here. I write stuff down that someone says that I think I may be interested in, so I can go back and reference them. And we're going to lock these up. There we go. They're locked with a paper clip. And the best I can tell, for one, they don't really know a lot about, the effect of concussions on the brain. I mean, they're trying hard to study it, through football players, especially. And, it's still, the brain is such a mystery to science still today. But remember Junior Seau, the DB for the Chargers, was it? I think it was. Hey, good morning, John. But when he died, there's an organization that's studying the effect of brain injuries or concussions to memory and stuff like that. Or, like, for instance, they seem to be a lot of football players that have serious issues after they quit playing football. Well, they had agreed, his family had agreed to let them have his brain to help him study. And the next day or a few days after or whatever, when they got a hold of him, well, the NFL had gotten in touch with the family and didn't want these people to have it. So they either paid them or they'd done something and got them to let the NFL have it instead. Or either it got buried with him or something. But either way it went, the NFL blocked this organization from getting his brain to study. And it probably would have been a good one to get, you know what I mean? Because that guy, he played full speed every day. Oh, shoot. I ran over to what's his name's show. Ah, man, I hate to just close up on 27 people. Probably should, though. That's the right thing to do, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. Yeah, so I probably ought to cut this off here, guys. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Matt. Yeah, Dustin has a wonderful guardian angel. A wonderful one. Hey, Ernie, I'll holler at you, man. Hit that thing for the backstage thing if you want to and hang around later. But yeah, man, Dustin is so blessed. That could have ended so horribly. And he's had a quick, being young. He's not that young. I didn't know. I thought he was like early 30s or something, but I think he's a little bit older than that. Okay, Matt. Here, Matt, I'm going to write that down real quick, buddy.
Veteran homeowners, check your credit card rates lately. Many are over 22%. Here's 30% if you pay late. Why not do what thousands of veteran families have done? Call NewDay and pay off that high rate debt with the lower rate NewDay 100 VA cash out loan. Veterans can get $500.
Okay,
$6,000 a year. It changes everything for them.
white lung. Never heard of it. I've heard of black lung because my family comes from the foothills of Kentucky. Okay, Matt, we'll talk sometime, okay? I've got that written down. And all of those of you who pray, please add Matt's friend to your prayers. You're 43, Dustin. Okay, that's right. I mean, I would have never dreamed that when I met you at CatCon last year. Never would have dreamed you were that old. But yeah, you're so blessed, Dustin, and our community's blessed that you're still here. I mean, that could have ended so horribly. And the recovery you had is just phenomenal. I don't know if you eat right or what, but you know, whatever you're doing is definitely working. Especially being as old as you are. I'm sorry, I had to. You know, old people don't heal as fast as young people. What, the new strain of COVID that's going around? Yeah, I've heard about that actually. Yeah, he is, isn't he, Matt? Yeah, he's good people. When he's asleep, he just don't sleep enough. That's his problem. Dustin, go sleep. if we didn't love you, brother, we wouldn't teach you. You know what I mean? I'm sure you understand that. And we got to shut this down. I don't want to run over on someone else's show. I'll be like the bait shop running over on Dustin, and them. It just ain't right. So, guys, I'll see you next week. I really enjoyed this time. Unfortunately, I missed a lot of today's with Pop, but that's all right. It just gives you an insight into my life. Yeah. The bait shop on Thursday night. Dustin, what's PE? I'm sorry for my ignorance. I don't know. Yeah, veterans are a special breed. BS is just the one. Oh, bait shop. I thought you meant BS by something else. Oh, no kidding. Dang, did they put you on like blood thinners or anything for that? Or I never mind. You don't have to. I'm gonna look that up, okay? Because I don't know anything about it. Pulmonary embolism. Okay, the next time you talk to me, I'll know all about that. I promise. Okay, guys, thanks a lot, man. I love y'all. Chad, don't be creeping up on us like that. Thanks for the poll, buddy. See you guys.